I didn't turn my mic on. Yo, wait, okay. Yo, give me one sec. This is... Okay. Today I have a new stream set up, so I don't know how well this is gonna work. Can you guys hear me? Hello? Hello? Hola? ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien. ¿Dónde está la leche? No, I'm just kidding. Yo. What's up, Chips? What's up, Beans? Hello, Leah. What's up, Blue? What's up, Cat? What's up, Verb? How's it going? Can you guys hear me talking right now? Is it like too loud, or is it? And if you can, is it too loud, or is it good? This is a test run. We gotta figure out. How we looking. How we looking? ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Isn't that like library, right? Where's the library? Oh my god, you can hear me! No way, dude. Let's go. That's crazy. All right, nice, perfect. Thank you. What's up, Riz? Hello, Neko. No, we're saying Neko. What's up, board? How's it going? Okay. So I put it on my community post, but like I got like a new, you know those computers where it's like it has the okay, so now the chat updates on the screen. Where it has like the lights, right? Like the box and the lights and stuff. We got one of those, and it didn't really cost me that much because luckily things in Thailand don't actually cost that much. So we're chilling. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. All right, so today, guys, I wanted to take like a more sort of free-for-all approach to streaming, right? I feel like a lot of streams are sort of like the same thing, right? So the same thing is like we play just like Hunter and that's it, right? It's like, okay, that's fine, but it's a little boring at times, even for me as well, and I know it probably is for you guys too. So I feel for this channel, okay, and also I think we're probably gonna stick to YouTube because I know that a lot of you guys would prefer YouTube over Twitch. For this channel, we're gonna take a more free-for-all approach when streaming. So for example, what I mean by that is like we're gonna do more like review, because we're gonna watch some IVT today. We're gonna review some of that. We're also going to, I'm going to do like tier lists on streams, and then I'll upload the VOD, the VOD, whatever it's called, as like a video, right? And then that'll be like the tier list video or something like that, right? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's going to be the approach. And obviously we'll still do Hunter rank and Survivor rank and such. But for now, and for today, we're going to take that sort of approach. We're going to do some IVT stuff as well. Okay, also, as for the... I do have some emotes. Shout out to Oscar for those. I have not put those in yet. I will put that in tomorrow. So next stream, you guys will be able to start using them, I think. Maybe. Or maybe... And then part of it maybe will be for the membership. If I do that, I don't know if I'm going to do that. But as you guys saw in the post, YouTube takes a ridiculous amount of money from me, so I'm almost forced to, but just to keep myself alive. Not just kidding, but we'll see. Okay, you also stream China IVL in the future. Yeah, I'll probably go do some of those as well. What's up, Oscar? How's it going? But for now, we are going to look at some IVT and sort of talk about those matches. I wanted to start out by playing some Hunter, but I haven't set up my capture card just yet on this new computer, and I don't know how exactly to do that, so I'm going to do that later. So for now, we're just going to look at some IVT stuff. I'm going to hope... Yeah, YouTube contacts fraud. That's one of the reasons I want to switch to Twitch, but it's still fine. As long as, like, I can... I don't know. It is what it is, right? It's fine. Okay. So we're going to watch some IVT stuff. For those of you who watched IVT, if you guys have any questions about anything at all, just let me know. We're gonna review some of that. We're gonna watch some of the matches. We're gonna talk about some stuff. And yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna learn some things. So I'd recommend you, if you guys, to if you guys are, this is a really important stream to like pay attention to. Maybe pick up some stuff, learn some new stuff. Bye, Chip. See you later. So yeah, all right. Let's see here. Okay, we're gonna switch the screen and hope that I don't break anything. Nice. Can you guys see that? Can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear that? Is the audio like not too loud, right? How's that? Why is my thing still this, even though I changed this a long time ago? I don't know. Okay, can you guys, how's the audio there? Can you guys hear that? Is this too loud or anything? Is it good? Composer meta? Composer is meta. So Composer is a lot more viable for tournament situations because the audio is good. Okay, so the meta has become more hunter-sided, right? Because of extra bans. Because hunters have extra bans. So if you guys look here, right? With the new ban system, which, okay, of course, I need to get YouTube Premium, dude. Okay.
Survivor faction. In the next phase, Hunter faction will ban the last Survivor character.
Okay, actually, we're not even gonna watch that.
Survivor faction will pick the last Survivor character. This is YHB.
Okay, so the matches for the first day. We're gonna go over these like a little by little, and then we're also gonna do it's probably do the next tier list for the new season on stream, something like that. I'm just gonna prioritize streaming because I just really like streaming, honestly. Okay, so we have Ravens versus ADM, Python versus YBH, CH4 versus QNY, and TKG versus B4 are the first matches that were streamed. Okay, so I actually haven't watched Patient Monokuma match was fun. I don't know which one that was. I actually haven't really watched a lot of these. I was really busy this weekend, and also because I'm in Thailand, the time zone is a lot different for me. So I actually haven't watched most of these matches. I've only watched like literally like a couple of these matches, and we're mostly gonna be watching ones that I haven't watched just yet. Right. And because I didn't commentate for this event, obviously I didn't watch them. Right. Well, not obviously. Like, normally I would watch them, but I just was really busy, and the time zone difference is pretty bad. So, what's up, Luke? How's it going? Good to see you. Is Dreamer still S tier? Honestly, I've only seen her asking in the last tourney. She is still S tier, but she's not as consistent as she used to be. So a lot of hunters aren't particularly big fans of that. Okay, let's get into the band picks. Oh, it's from RV. Okay, so RV versus ADM. Okay, so guys, so keep in mind with the new ban system. Okay, when you choose 2 survivors at the start of the round, those characters are automatically banned in the later rounds. So basically, then how the new ban system works, for those of you guys who don't know, you start with 2. The hunter gets to ban 2. Right? So go back, Hunter bans 2. You get to choose 2 survivors, and then those 2 survivors that you chose here, obviously they're locked in for you now, but you cannot choose them again for the rest of the best of 3. And then we have Dancer, and then, okay, so they're going to choose Psych Acro first. Acrobat is a good character for picking in the first round because it's not too bad if you're not able to play for the rest of the rounds. Psych is not so good. Psych is a very good character, but you want to save her for later rounds. And a lot of players won't necessarily ban Psych right away, so you shouldn't be picking Psych right away here. So this is a small mistake from ADM, unfortunately. Toy Merchant here is fine. Toy Merchant is very good for Chinatown. The 2-story area is very useful. And then because Mercenary is banned, they're going to go Gravekeeper as the Rescuer. Would have liked to see Officer. Obviously, Officer is a lot better. So, I don't know. And we're going to see Nightwatch. And Nightwatch, obviously, I like the new ban system as well. I feel like the new ban system is a lot more skill-oriented, right? It's not just like, oh, yeah, you know, as the rounds progress, I'm going to use this opportunity to ban more strong characters. You actually have to think, especially as survivors, right? Hunters have less bans, but they have more in reality because they get auto-banned characters in the second and third rounds. But I feel like this becomes more beneficial for, or becomes more skill-based for survivors because you have to manage your resources very well. You have to manage your picks very well, or else you put yourself in a situation where you run out of strong characters going into later rounds, right? So that's something that you really have to pay attention to. And then LX here, I actually really like LX. I haven't seen a whole lot of him, but he played well in this tournament. From what I saw, I haven't really watched that much yet, but yeah. So Nightwatch, obviously, right now the best hunter in the game. For the most part, the best tournament hunter, very consistent. Very consistent, very good for at least securing draws. Also has a lot of win potential because of very good map pressure. And yeah, this is a fine spawn. This is a really good spawn from... Okay, so Rescuer spawn middle. Obviously, that's fine because Rescuer's probably not getting chased again. First Officer is a lot better than a Grave here, but it's all right. Toy Merchant middle 2-story is very good. Because... obviously, you have the 2-story to work with. You also have a catapult going to Graveyard. Is very good. Toy Merchant is going to actually leave 2-story and rotate on here. So this is a mistake from Toy Merchant. You should actually rotate to Graveyard first. So she's kind of positioning. See, the problem with this rotation for the Toy Merchant is you kite on the Psychologist Cypher, and you don't go Graveyard. Graveyard's a very good kiting area. So now you go here. This is not really good for Merchant. We're going to see him vault. He's going to jump this. He can jump this. He can take the vault here. He has enough time. He's going to jump it. Yeah, oh no, it's on cooldown. And he can't get the first hit here. And see, this is why. See, this is the problem, right? Because now you're cutting on Psychologist Cypher, and Cypher is really... Look at how slow Psychologist Cypher is. 18% is on a new one. Now she's going to go down. She has nothing to work with. So unfortunately, a very bad route for the merchant as well. And the Nightwatch can take advantage of that. What's up? How's it going? What's up, Robert? Why did FCM disband? They did not disband. They have a new name. The new name for FCN is TKG. But it's mostly because I no longer can coach them because I'm a commentator. That should have been a Terror Shock. Okay, this should have been a Terror Shock. That was... I feel really bad for LX. This would have been an immediate straight 4-kill, right, if he Terror Shocks this. This is also a big mistake from the Grave. You should not immediately go straight to the chair like that, because there's a good chance they're going to try to blink Terror Shock you. So Grave got ridiculously lucky that that wasn't a Terror Shock. That should have been a Terror Shock. Yeah, this is the first time that I've seen this match. The other matches I haven't seen yet. Because again, since I wasn't commentating this event, since I wasn't casting for IVT, I was not able to watch these matches yet. Did you see that catapult? Look how big that is. Yo! Okay, there it goes.
Yeah, so Gravekeeper did a great job saving and also not, I would say, not only...
And so here, he's just going to take down the catapult. Again, see, if you rotate Graveyard, it's so good. Catapult into Graveyard for survivors is really good, guys. Because if Merchant sets up a catapult that jumps over the window into Graveyard, right? You loop around Graveyard, you can go back to the catapult and use it again, right? And the Nightwatch has to break it. If he stops to break it, you make a lot of distance. Grave's just going to shovel. Again, First Officer, a lot stronger of a character here. So Grave is a very curious decision here from ADM. And he's going to chase Acrobat here. Acrobat, unfortunately, doesn't use the pallet. You have to use the pallet there, or else you're just going to get hit. So, what's up, Ray? How's it going? That isn't a catapult. It's a catapult. It's a catapult. Yeah, exactly. Whoever did the seating for the tournament did a bad job. TKG even a lower seed. Yeah, I honestly feel like TKG and B3 should have been finals match. But it happened really early in the matches, so. Yeah, so he does have fast power. This is an up-down build. He does give a free save. You never really want to do that, but the thing is, it doesn't really matter. ADM's Cypher is just very slow. So I'm not really sure what ADM's been doing this game. Like, their Cyphers are just really far behind. Acrobat can't dodge this. He can get the pallet down. He should just throw the pallet down over here. We have some lag. Okay. I was saying he should throw the pallet down because he has a red bomb. He can't jump it. So it's safe for Acrobat to throw the... pallet. Yeah, I'm not sure why Acrobat's tight kiting here. Guys, in that situation, you can throw this pallet down because you have enough time to get to the next pallet. Even if he jumps the pallet, you have enough time to make it to the next pallet. On top of that, he also put a red bomb down. So as soon as he vaults into the red bomb, he's going to get his ability canceled so he can no longer jump. Right? So Acrobat could have easily thrown that pallet down and kite it along. It looks like he actually does have trump cards. I think his pallet breaking, trump card in detention. And... Uh-huh. What the fuck? What is this hitbox, bruh? That's crazy. I mean, he's still dead here. There's no balls, but that actually wastes a lot more time, though. They might be able to tie now. Last Cypher Machine, 40% of the way done. Oh, nice bomb from the Acrobat here. He's going to keep him alive a little bit longer. Right now... Okay, I don't know about that. But right now, the Acrobat's goal is just allow for the last Cypher to get as much progress as possible here. I like NaEu tournaments a lot because we see a lot more off-meta strategies and picks. It's what I always saved after half, GG. Wait, he saved after half? Yeah, NaEu tournaments are a lot more entertaining because you have unique strategies. They're not necessarily good strategies half the time, but they're pretty... Oh, it was second to rescue. Okay, so this... I don't know why the ciphers were so slow. Their ciphers are just very slow here. Also, Grave needs to body block. Grave needs... No, not Grave. Someone needs to body block. Either Psych or Grave needs to body block until this is primed. And they didn't body block? Why didn't they body block? He's done on Sharer. Why isn't Grave body blocking until this... Okay, guys. Okay, so in this situation... Someone needs to body block, right? Until the Cypher's primed. So they can play for a tie. He already trade swaps, so he doesn't have an option to trump card later. He can't switch to teleport. And they just let him die? I don't know. Now watch hitbox is so weird, dude. Nobody's playing on mobile, yeah. Yeah, because you can only play mobile for... Okay, nice illusion. You can only play mobile for official tournaments. I feel like Nightwatch has enough time. Okay, so there's two ways you could approach this. I actually like the Nightwatch chasing Grave here. The reason why is even if the Cypher's primed here, which it is going to be, right? He's going to hit him back into a corner. Grave has no self-heal, and Nightwatch knows this, right? So if he can just kill Grave right away, and Grave just runs away from the pallet, dude. I don't know about that. And so now he has no self-heal. So he can make it to the gate potentially in time and now 4-kill. And yeah, Sight can't get the gate open. So because he chases the character that doesn't have self-heal left, which actually Sight doesn't have borrowed time for some reason. Of course, Nightwatch doesn't know that. That's a really smart play from him. Why weren't you commentating in IVT? Netties chose for me not to commentate IVT. Unfortunately. Oh, he did have self-heal. Wait, what? Oh, wait, no, he did have self-heal. I'm literally tripping. So then he should have just gone to the Cypher Machine instead. I'm actually just tripping right now. Okay, he actually did have self-heal. So he could have just gone to the Cypher Machine, but he's going to go down here. Okay, now he doesn't have self-heal. Yeah, they just... So Netties chose for me not to commentate, so, for IVT at least. So I... Yeah. Oh well. Pretty disappointing, but, you know, what can you do? I really hope they just a little bit. I don't think you see 100 hitbox as bad as hers. Wait, which one are we talking about? Oh, is Geisha? Yeah, but the thing with Geisha, the thing is if they adjust Geisha's hitbox, then she becomes too good, right? I think Psychologist went for the tie build with that one. I guess so, but the problem is, like, is that
in the face of LX here.
Psychologist pick first round. First 2 picks is bad. Now you don't have Psych for the rest of the series. They should just surrender here. It's just a waste of everybody's time. Nobody has self-heal. So beautiful job from LX. I really like LX, guys. I think he's a good hunter. We haven't seen a lot of him in tournaments. I think this is his first tournament, but he's actually very good. So a lot of good things coming for him. Okay, so Ever Sleeping Town. Priestess pick first is actually good in some situations, because if it's Ever Sleeping Town, a good Priestess map, you can burn your Priestess pick first and then pick a bad Priestess map like Arms Factory, and you don't care about having Priestess later. So it's not too bad. Antiquarian Seer, pretty standard. Dancer, I don't like Dancer early because now you don't have Dancer for the rest of the series, and Dancer is so good, especially against later round hunters.
Off the bat, usually you want to see that saved up, but gonna use it right away.
I think even Potch called it out here. What did he say?
Early game. Say that Toy Merchant could definitely counter the Night Watch early game. So now we're gonna see a Dancer, and wow, Dancer right off the bat. Usually you want to see that saved up, but
very good call from Potch. He's absolutely right.
Ravens Ravens wants to solidify.
He's absolutely right. You don't want to pick Dancer this early in the first 2. You want to save Dancer later. Late round Dancer is so good. He's gonna ban Merc last year, and then he'll probably play Officer, right? Merc ban would make the most sense. No reason to ban anything else. They have to pick Rescuer still, so you can just ban the best Rescuer, which is Merc. And they'll pick Officer, most likely. And you guys will see probably in this game, I'm guessing, why Officer is better than Grave.
You know what? Starting strong, maybe they want to get that points advantage.
Oh, Opera Singer. I actually don't know what she does. What does she do? I actually don't know what her abilities is, the new Hunter's abilities. What's the new Hunter's abilities, guys, the Opera Singer? I actually don't know. I have to look it up still. We're going to see Barmaid here. Barmaid's good, versatile character. Good against Clerk, good against Dream Witch. Pretty good against Naiad. Pretty against Bloody Queen. The only thing Barmaid's not too good against is things like Bonbon and Geisha. Not too good against Nightwatch as well. Merc? What? Did he just not ban, guys? Did he just not ban? Hello? Hello? I think Ever Sleeping's Nightwatch best map. The only bad area for them is Graveyard, and that's the worst possible for hunters. Ever Sleeping's very good for a lot of hunters. So characters like Nightwatch is very good. Wax Artist is very good. Dream Witch is pretty good. Naiad's pretty good. Obviously, kind of like Geisha, but she has speed boost whenever she's near walls. She's a fast mobility hunter. Okay. Very good chase and map pressure, but might struggle with harassment. She's very fragile. Okay. That could be a problem. That makes the game plan against her very simple. You just support harass early. So simple. Is it a single hit hunter, like no chip abilities, right? I feel like they haven't produced any new chip hunters for a while. And it looks like they are going to lead Dream Witch here. Which, again, is like, why play Dancer, right? Like, if you're going into a round 1 Dream Witch, you play Dancer, which is, 1, not very good against Dream Witch because you just get Patrollered. And Dancer's not that good against Patroller. And you lose your Dancer pick for the later rounds. Dancer's so good late rounds because that's when characters like... if you ban Dream Witch in 2nd and 3rd round, right? Characters like Nightwatch and Clerk are going to come out. That's when Dancer is so good. They also spawn Dancer away from middle, which also makes no sense at all because Dancer is very good for supporting boxes early game in middle. Also, Barmaid's good middle against Dream Witch because if someone takes a hit, Barmaid gives the drink in middle and the heal will happen before the Patroller gets off. So Barmaid spawning here is also just a misstep from RV, unfortunately. Priestess here is very good spawn. I like this. It's a safe area, 2-story, and also you can set up portals going to Graveyard. You can set up going to Geisha. You can set them up going to Fake 8 over here or Corner House. But yeah, the Dancer lock, first 2 is... I don't know. I really don't like that one. Barmaid pick here is really good. Obviously, they know they're going into Dream Witch. Acrobat, I think, would have been fine as well. But I think Acrobat... They should have gone Priest Acro. That's what they should have gone, guys. Priest Acro. And then if he bans Dancer, then okay, it sucks, but then you just go Barmaid and it's still Dreamwitch versus Barmaid. If he doesn't ban Dancer, then you can either pick it or just save it for later rounds. Like, you have so many options, right? So...
She's just gonna easily rotate there as well and, you know, buy so much time. Merc is definitely a no-no. Yeah, so I would say Priestess would be a very fine chase.
She can dash around the map, and she has a teleport thing. She can place her shadows around the map. Oh, okay. She's single hit. She's like Geisha but can't go through walls. She's very clunky and to play from her when I try. Oh, okay. Is she, guys, is she in the game now? I'm not sure if it's good. I like the new ban system because it's very skill-based for survivors. It forces the survivors to be very thoughtful with their character picks. What is Dancer doing? What is Dancer? What?
Eating that hit. Patroller is ready for him. So
is he lagging? Guys, what? By the way, also the other thing is, guys, like, you're gonna see here why Dancer's just so bad against Dreamwitch. Not so bad, but not good. Okay. Okay, so he doesn't want to get trapped. So he should have thrown this pallet down. He should have just thrown this pallet down and then ran right and gone around the backside of the building. And spun away, you would have made distance. He just lets himself get hit. I mean, obviously the leech hit, but you... Obviously taking a leech hit is good, but now you're just trapped here. So now you just break it and just main body Patroller.
Maybe the idea was to just...
And he doesn't even use the spin to make distance. Oh wait, it's on cooldown.
But I don't think it's a good idea to give that...
I think he patrolled from too far away. I think he can kite this out. Oh, he messed up the timing. He messed up the timing. He needs to time this.
Unable to get the hit through.
He's not.
Pirouettes through on that, and now he's already at the middle.
He actually kites this out just because the Dreamwitch Patroller was not good. But that was interesting.
Good recovery. Again, giving away that first hit was a little risky, but hey, it paid off in the end. Now he has to. Have to move, head on over.
Why is Merc? Merc's running around too much, so they're losing too much decoding progress. I like the portal setup, but there's 3 survivors here, guys. The Cypher Rush, too much. Okay, this play is really good because Dancer gets healed by Barmaid with the Priest support, so nice setup from RV. But the problem is,
all the music boxes are still there, so
no one's decoding. Literally, 4 people, no one decoding for the last 30 seconds. She's out, but oh, you get her S here. Yeah, okay, I'm not spending money for that. Yeah, but I feel like the new ban system is very skill-based for survivors, so I like it. Anybody patrols back in 15 seconds, you can just use it again here. Priestess is just standing here. You should rotate. Okay, good. Try to push for the slow box. Don't waste portal too early. Just go to the slow box, yeah. And then now that you get trapped, then you portal. Nice. Good job from the Priestess here. And now he makes the pallet. And Barmaid, what the... Barmaid doesn't even run to the pallet. Just run to the... So you speed drink... And but he speed drinks but doesn't go to the pallet. If he speed drinks, then he needs to go to the pallet to try to cut out that hit. If he doesn't speed drink and he wants to use the heal, just take the hit and run away and don't waste the speed drink. So that speed drink was completely wasted, unfortunately. What's up, Tenchi? How's it going? Yeah.
So now this is actually a great switch.
What's up, West?
The blink coming in. And like you said, you know what? The ciphers did halt. They're working on their last cipher as we speak.
Yo, Alwes. Oh, what's up, bro? I actually haven't talked to you in a while. Did you watch the IVT?
For that rescue. Yeah, I mean,
watch it right now. Oh no.
That's actually at 70%, which probably explains why it was halted because.
Okay, so first kill. Already good cypher progress. This is still enough for Dreamwitch to tie, but you asked a 4 kill. After that early leech hit, I literally thought that this game was going to be like Dreamwitch was going to be able to win from here pretty easily. But that Patroller was really weird. Just some weird plays here from both sides. Free save, no. Hit Priestess. Just farm the Priestess. Don't hit the Merc. Like, obviously you want to hit Merc so you can leech here and force the Merc to de-leech before he continues to heal. But the problem is now Priestess gets away. So if you give a free rescue, you have to just farm Priestess there. Oh, but you gotta blink. Oh, she canceled. She should have pushed it. She should have just pushed it. I feel like she should have pushed it.
Has to continue the chase here at corner house.
Yeah, she got scared. I feel like Priestess should have just pushed that there. Blink. But it's a leech kill, so it's okay. Last ever 70%. Dreamwitch isn't pressuring the Cypher enough, so this is pretty easy win for Ravens now.
Still buying a little bit of time for him to move on away. Still at 70% is this last Cypher at the center now.
There's so much happening yet so little. It's just, yeah, I don't know how to, it's just one of those games. You're drinking water? I know, I never actually drink any, like, I'm always dehydrated, like, all the time, probably. Is she gonna leech? Oh, she took too long, it's gonna be primed. They can push it now. She needed to leech sooner. Yeah, it's primed now. She needed to leech sooner. If she leached, oh, I can't struggle. GG. GG. If she leached quicker, then she could have stopped that Cypher. Maybe it's still tied, but...
Two survivors are being camped right now, and Daikiri just has to get out of dodge here. Priestess does not have a leech anymore.
Yeah, we're actually hydrating this time.
Is put in a tough position.
What's up, Jay? How's it going?
Getting that hit, and now I think they might
I only watched the last round. I didn't think Knight is actually... Yeah, Knight's pretty good now. Since you're not a caster for NaEu, coach for you. No, I actually don't coach anymore. Oh, that was a really slow pop. Wow. You got that elbow put off in time. I actually don't coach anymore. Yeah, in terms of the casting, NetEase just chose for me not to commentate IVT, not to cast for IVT, so yeah, pretty disappointing, but it is what it is. But I no longer coach anymore because of conflict of interest. Because I am a caster, I can't coach teams because of conflict of interest, which is reasonable. But don't forget water. I got water now. It's good. Thank you, Horan. I appreciate it. Merc's gonna go down here. So 3 escape from Ravens. Pretty good. So this is an 8-1 first round. Why did Merc surrender? Main body so far. What? Main body, guys. Merc has self-heal. Merc can just self-heal get dungeon here. Why does Merc? That's a leech kill, and the Dreamwitch's main body leeches on cooldown. He can't leech him right away, so he has to bring the spawn far all the way over there. That takes a long time. Merc could have gotten up, potentially gotten dungeon. Oh, you can't surrender there. You have to push that self-heal. You have to push that self-heal. A lot of some unfortunate mistakes here. That's unfortunate. Okay. Okay, so Psych, Acro, or Autoban. Acro, Autoban is fine. So it's okay to pick Acrobat first round because you don't mind if it's Autoban later. Psych you want to save for later rounds. So I don't know why they pick Psych in the first round, but... Hola Michi, ¿cómo estás? This is a match full of decisions. Well, Dreamwitch matches are often like that, so... Yeah. I did see a lot of surrendering in this tournament. Looks like they're going to go anti-patient. It's okay to pick anti first now. You don't really care if you waste your anti-autoban. But now... I banned Dancer and Priestess. Okay, so anti... And this is where Hunters become so good. Because you literally get to ban Psych, Acro, Dancer, Priestess before they pick any character. They get to pick no characters, and you just banned Psych, Dancer, Acrobat for free. Officer here is good. Obviously, after Merc ban, you want to pick Officer so you don't run out of Rescuers. You don't want to have to play Grave because Officer is more consistent. Was this day 1? Yeah, this was day 1. We're going to go through and watch all of them. Maybe not all in this stream, but we're going to go through and watch a lot of them. Again, I'm also, talked about this a little bit before, but I'm also going to do more of like a freestyle sort of streaming as well. So we're also going to do like tier list for this season because we're going to talk about the new season. After we watch some of these matches, we're going to talk about the new season a little bit. And we'll probably do like a Survivor tier list on stream or something like that, and we'll talk about it. And then so that way I can actually talk about it with you guys. And that way I can get everybody's opinion, everyone's perspective. I think that's actually a better way to tier list, and I'll just upload the VOD, the VOD later as the video. I think that's a better approach to doing tier lists. I honestly think that's a great approach. I'm going to try that out for this season and see how it goes. The new banning system probably gives coaches a headache if they have 2 hunters, like in Japan. Yeah, so the new banning system is really skill-oriented now. It's so much higher skill cap. Because you're required to be very... What was that? Huh? That was a mistake, I think. You're required to be so smart for survivors and hunters with how you do your picks. Gardner here is actually understandable. Gardner is obviously not a good character, but Gardner is extremely situational. Very bad in most situations, but not bad on church because you can break the chairs outside of church, and then Anti can harass. You can help them struggle. We've seen this strategy a little bit where they go Gardner on church in Asia server, whether that's Japan or China. Not too much. Definitely not a lot. Very, very rare, but it happens once in a while. They aren't aggressive as Chinese, yeah, and that's kind of the problem with NaEu. Survivors need to be a little more aggressive, I think. Maybe more consistent, too. Okay, so he's going to go Bonbon here. Bonbon is very good chase against Gardner. If he finds Gardner first, it's really bad for survivors. If he chases Patient, Patient is Patient's very good against Bonbon. Anti's pretty good, he can break the bombs. Officer's a very good rescuer against Bonbon. And they actually banned Alex's Sculptor, which means he still had Night Watch open. So I would have actually liked to see him go Night Watch. I know it's Church, which is not the best Night Watch map. But I would have liked to see... actually, you know what? With an 8-1 lead and an anti-Night Watch comp, Bonbon's fine. I don't expect him to... I don't want to see him chase Patient. I want to see him just go straight for Gardner here. Gardner is a very easy chase for Bonbon. Guys, so here... So he spawns here, which is a very interesting decision. This does 2 things. One, it locks the cipher over here. So if there's no cipher at Shack, the Anti has to do this cipher, which means Officer has to rotate all the way across the map because Gardner's going to be kiting here. Because he can't do the back cipher because Anti has to go here unless 2 ciphers spawn here. If something cipher spawns Shack, then it's fine. I would have liked, but normally hunters will spawn here. That way you can choose if you want to go to Shack, go this way, go left, go Shack, go straight to chase this survivor, or go right and chase this survivor. And if he spawns here, he would have spawned into Gardner. So this is why you always really want to complete the plus sign as a hunter. Imagine that Cowboy, yeah, that would be... I would have just played Ann at that point. The tournament 3 times? Yeah, I heard about that. I didn't watch that yet. I haven't watched hardly any of these matches yet, guys, because I was really busy this weekend. So after staying on the new ban system is probably going to make it rise a lot more strategies. Yeah. I honestly think the new ban system is a bit annoying, but I think it's a very high skill level, so I think it's pretty important for the game. It really separates the good teams from the not so good teams, I think. Patient made me a Keisha player. What's up, guys? How's it going? What's up, Brew? Okay. Let's see. So he should just go straight to Gardner. No reason to chase anything else. We're going to see him go straight to Gardner first. So I definitely like this. Monokuma skin. Fast pallet breaking speed. Looks like he has up, down, blink. So he's... No. He has confined space insolence. And for some reason, Officer just runs into the hunter. What? Why? There's a cipher backgate. Just go to code backgate. Go to code backgate, dude. Go to code backgate. Why are you running into the Bonbon here? He's just gonna make him waste a watch. Use a watch, dude.
Maybe try to force him with the club.
Oh my goodness. Double. Oh gosh. He was able to actually force him there and force a hit. And now forced to just use this watch. And if he actually downs this first officer, they will not have a stable rescuer.
Patient is tied.
Which is fine, but now it seems like
Officer missed the watch. He was out of range. He missed the watch. Alex knows it. He knows he can control bomb with the insolence. Oh, nice dodge here. This actually potentially forces a blink. But the thing is, he's gonna die with a watch. And because they don't have a stable rescuer, because it's a Bonbon, it's really hard for them to save. He's gonna blink here, so he can't use the next watch. I think that's fine. I don't mind that.
What a beautiful prediction, man.
Yeah, don't try to spoil some of these. We'll analyze them as we go.
This is the example of when life gives you
Gotta love seeing non-meta.
chase the first officer.
For sure.
For someone else, but let's just go with the first officer. All right, and Alex was able to make it work.
Yeah, so officer is fine. Killing officer is fine. Typically, you would never chase officer because he literally ran into him. You might as well. Nice dodge from Gardner here. She's gonna get a bubble. But she gets it popped here. He still has 3 bombs to work with, so she needs to be very careful on this rescue. Gardner also has no tide. There's 1 hit. He's gonna go for this. He's gonna wait out the bomb and go for the save. Yeah, really nice save here. Officer can use a watch here. What? Use the... Why do I even say... I don't even know why I... He has enough time. Just use it. Just insta watch and then just juke and then run in the other direction. And he won't expect he can't hit him.
Without the tide turner, it doesn't really make sense for this rescue. It was so risky. Imagine if Caramel didn't make...
Officer made a pretty fatal mistake. I don't... And then now here's the problem is... Now he's full presence. So you really needed to rebound that with the watch. That was their key place to rebound. Now he's full presence. Nobody can save again. Nobody can consistently rescue here. And they lost a lot of decoding progress because Gardner had to go for rescue. So... I don't... I don't get it. Nice save from the patient. Use your watch, dude. What? Bruh. What is he saving it for? Is he saving it for the next match? Like, I don't get it. Just tap it. Just spam it. Literally just spam it. Spam. Spam. I hope the Tourney chat wasn't toxic. I hope not, but it's NaEu. Do you think they should nerf the 2-stars corner in Chinatown? Yes, I think that's really good. Anti just fucking claps there, dude. Yeah, Anti is cracked. If you don't have trait, Anti's cracked. They should nerf it. If they're gonna release Anti like that, they need to nerf that area for sure. He's saving it for the next match. He's saving it for the next match. The good news is, I guess, is the watch is on the ground still near the chair, so someone can pick it up. Like Gardner could potentially pick it up. This should be a tie though. He forgot he was playing officer. Like they literally went for 2 rescues against a bonbon, which is typically something you never do, but they did it so he could rebound with the watch, but they didn't use it. So I don't know. Like I'm not trying to be negative. I just don't get it. You know. They are being normal NaEu chat. Yeah, is what it is, right? Hoping NaEu is toxic. Hoping for the second coming. Yeah, honestly. I watch tournament's chat off. Totally understandable. Oh! Oh! What the... Dude, LX, come on, bruh. I guess I would have thought the anti would have ran back in too, so it kind of worked out. Unfortunate there. But I don't think I would have blinked. I would have waited till I saw the anti before blinking. He needs to hit the... Wow! Nice job from the... What? Nice job from the anti there. Really nice job. Okay, I don't know what that was though. Antiquarian is annoying, but good thing I'm still low tier, so most of our players aren't really good yet. Fair enough. Anyone toxic don't go together. Oh, anyone not toxic? Yeah. Anyone toxic don't not go together. I guess they didn't see it. I don't know. Okay, so I feel like he should have just chaired. I'm not really sure what this is. Like, they can just open a new cipher. He doesn't have trump card. Like, Alex is playing a tie build. Okay, you know what he's doing? I guess he's waiting. He's wasting time to wait for his blink for endgame, which I think is actually smart because it helps him secure the tie, but he doesn't have detention, so... I feel like, guys, so typically a more standard build here is instead of having, he has insolence and confined space. If he wants fast power breaking, that's fine. It's better to actually have insolence detention with fast power breaking. So you build insolence all the way left, all the way down, and then you build up a little bit. So you have like maybe 2 power breaking speed, 3 power breaking speed, something like that. He wasn't able to stuff any rescue this whole game, which is not very good. What? What is he doing? Is he's trying to bait him? Oh, he's trying to bait him to chase him endgame. Because he's patient and patient can kite Bonbon, but he only has 1 hook. If he had 2 hooks, I would have loved this play. But he only has 1 hook, so I don't think he's gonna be able to get dungeon now. So he also just runs into that bomb. 90, dodge the bomb. Oh, he ran into it. GG. Yeah. Patient? I don't know what that was. Anti's playing some. Yeah, Anti did pretty good that game.
1 minute into the game, beautifully done by Adams, like trying to come back from that situation to a draw.
Classic NaEu. But Alex got the tie. That's what he was playing for. He was playing a standard tie build for Bond. Not standard, pretty non-standard build. Actually, a weird build, but it was a tie build, and he got a tie, so that's not too bad. And considering his team's up 8-1, this is a good result. Okay, so Santi's gonna play. Santi's a very good PC hunter, but I don't know how good his mobile hunter is. So we're gonna see here. But very nice guy. I like Santi. He's a good dude. Okay, and now, because Ravens wasted Dancer pick in the first 2 rounds against a Dream Witch, now they don't have Dancer, and they wasted their Dancer pick, and when Dancer is a lot better later rounds. So this is an unfortunate misstep from Ravens. Big misstep, but we'll see if it ultimately come back to cost them or not. They're going to ban Dream Witch from Santi, who doesn't actually play Dream Witch.
But the Dream Witch has also been banned by Ravens.
So what?
Very, very well.
Guys, Santi doesn't play Dream Witch.
We know you're going for this. We know Santi's really good at this. And that's the one thing about being, I would say, about being well known in the very, very well in band by Ravens. So I would say they know each other very, very well.
They don't know each other.
They know, like, yo, we know you're going for this. We know Santi's.
Santi doesn't play Dream Witch. Why is Ravens banning it? No, I don't blame him. No, obviously he doesn't know.
People know what you're going for.
He's from Southeast Asia, so he's not gonna know too much about the NaEu players. But Santi doesn't play Dream Witch, so why is Ravens banning Dream Witch? Did they not realize that Santi was subbed in? Like, I don't get it. Santi plays Dream Witch now? That must have literally been... That must have literally been when I moved to Southeast Asia, because when I played against Santi a lot back when I played Survivor Rank and NaEu server, and he never played Dream Witch ever. So that must be a new... Oh, okay. That must be a new character for him then, because I didn't know that. I'm a little out of touch. Yeah, I think Santi joined ADM for this event. Painter. I don't know about that one. We'll see. Did anyone even research what characters they're playing? I don't know if what the other teams did. The casters usually research. Well, usually I tell them. Like for NaEu events, like we talk about before, like who's playing what. Obviously, since I didn't cast this event, wasn't able to talk to them. I didn't talk to them about this sort of stuff. But Pacha and Nell do their research for sure. I don't know about the teams doing research on each other though, because we see some weird band picks. But yeah, I guess Santi plays Dream Witch now, so that's fine. Eli says Painter goes feral. I don't really get it, but we'll see.
I feel like Nightwatch has not get a W, at least get a draw. But I mean, what are your thoughts? Oh,
Red Church Wax Artist.
So it seems like Santi was present since the start of this chat because
He recently picked her. I got you. Okay.
now Santi has come out with a wax artist.
Okay, so Wax Artist on Church is really weak,
Coming into this,
but
yeah,
I think it is one of his main hunters, so it makes sense.
for him to
He actually bans Anti here. You don't actually have to ban Anti if you play Wax, because Wax is good against Anti. However, wait, he bans Barmaid but goes
you do have
Wax.
in the form of a paint
But Barmaid's weak to Wax.
wax splatted onto you, so that's good.
I guess Barmaid's good on Church though, because you like take a hit, vault Church window, get speed boost, and transition. But the thing is, Wax can like if Wax gets freezed to like 80 or 90%, and then you hit them, and then they use the heal, then you just shoot them right away, and you instantly get them again.
very strong.
So Santi should be. This is a weird spawn.
Be reminded also why people pick breaking wheel, right? When people, oh my gosh, we have breaking wheel.
So I feel like Santi should be.
This is a reminder that the remnants of wax artists is
Sorry, yeah, I feel like Santi should not be banning Barmaid, but it's a little bit silly.
level of crack artistness or that.
Anyways, I don't mind the spawn from the wax. For survivors, Painter should spawn Shack. Psych should spawn Carpet and Red Carpet Reception. And Enter should spawn here, and this is good. So Psych should be here, and Painter should be here. Painter here is also okay, I guess. But Psych should be Shack, not here. Because, guys, here's the problem with spawning here, right? If you spawn Backgate or God Palette where Psych spawned, Santi's going to spawn here, and he locks Graveyard Cypher, which forces her only Cypher is Backgate, right? And if she goes Backgate, she rotates into the Wax Artist, who's going to come across this way. And then he gets to chase Psych first, which is a good chase for Wax Artist. And if there's no Backgate Cypher, your only Cypher is, wait for it, Shack. Where's the Wax Artist going first? He's not going to the Merc, so he's going this way, right? So this spawn here doesn't make sense. So this is why in tournaments from the Asia server, from like Japan and China, you always see them take Shack spawn instead of Backgate Palette. Because the Cypher will be blocked here with the trait, so he can't do Code Graveyard.
And also the Raven supporters out there, you know, this could be their shot for them to be able to move on.
So that's why, like, I don't really like this spawn. Endo spawn is good, but the Psych spawn is not great. So this Cypher Rush is going to be pretty slow because of that. So you'll see here, Cypher Rush is going to be slowed down a lot. So he's just going to go ahead and do Backgate, but Santi can just go straight to him, which he's not going to do for some reason. Oh, he's going to... Santi? Santi? What is this? Oh, this is not good. He can't find a target here. Oh, but Painter just stood there. Okay, well, now he can chase Painter. But you guys are going to see here why Red Church is not very good for Wax. It's very easy to break line of sight. He can go here, can throw his pallet down. Keep running. Doesn't see his face just yet. But it's fine. You guys see why Painter's not very good. Like, he has to see his face before he can get the painting, right? And look, he's going to get a first hit. He hasn't... Oh, he could... Oh, Santi... Oh... He could have Blink Terror Shocked him right here. That's a big miss there. But it's okay. He gets this hit. And now he just waxes him and he's dead. Guys... Santi, just shoot him! Wait, what? Why did he look at it? He could have just walked around the... Okay, Santi had a good start. He actually had a good start. Okay, Painter's just dead. I feel like... You know what this is, guys? I feel like this is just Santi not used to mobile. Like, if he was on PC, I feel like he would have killed that Painter in like 10 seconds. Honestly. I feel like he's just not used to mobile. Even so, he still gets a pretty fast down. And you see why Painter's guys just... you know, Painter, yeah, dude. Sure, dude. I don't get it. Painter's just not a good character. Painter meta era? Nah. Yo, by the way, is that yo, Music, is that you? Is that the Music Man, like, that I, like, The Music Man, like the streamer one, or just a different Music Man?
Might steal the rescue.
Backdoor rescue? No, apparently. Oh, able to get it through, and now the
Free rescue is not good. He can use another painting. Is he gonna use it? Okay. He can make it to church, which allows him to now rebound. Merc should body block the wax here. Merc should body block the wax here. So Merc. Okay, this has to be perfect. Wow. Very good beast support. This could potentially help the painter kite this. I don't think it will though. Nah. Merc needed to body block the wax after the rescue so he can make it to the church window. This is his first tourney. It's not his first tourney, but he's a PC player. So he's just not used to mobile. So when he has to play tournaments, he has to switch to mobile, which is not ideal for him. So on PC is very strong. On mobile is fine too. It's just the difference between mobile and PC controls is very difficult, for sure. Oh, Music Man Gaming on YouTube. Oh, just a fan of Enjoyer. Okay, got you. Well, what's up, Music Man as well?
The cipher in the middle being camped is already very, very.
I got you, no problem.
For the
What's up?
Because Santi can keep camping.
New music. You'll be
I think they're just gonna
New Music Man. The other one's Old Music Man. No wait, I don't know. What's up, man? How's it going? No, guys, Santi played IVT last year. On mobile. But he hasn't played on mobile since that tournament. So it's been a whole year since he played mobile. PC's too advantageous against mobile. Yeah, so you can't. It makes sense that they don't allow PC, obviously. It's too advantageous. Oh no, he canceled Hot Wax. He canceled it too early. They can pop now, I think. Can they?
No items to use anymore for this last kite, but now we're already at the prime cipher here.
Yeah, are they gonna prime it is the question. Nope, they're not gonna prime it. It's already primed though, so Dakiri is gonna come in, and he can definitely afford it because he has like 3 lives, right? So the hot wax.
My tummy hurts. I was sick yesterday too. My head hurts so bad. I feel like super tired. Like I literally woke up from a nap, set up the stream on my new computer, and then started streaming. Like I was sleeping before this, and I was like sick yesterday. It was bad. So chasing Merc here endgame is not good, but he does want to make sure he hits the Merc, so they have to be very careful with this pop. Luckily, Merc can just take the hot wax. He can get to a pallet and they can pop. So since he throws the pallet down, they're gonna pop right now. Hello, pop. Hello, thank you. I don't know what they're waiting for.
But now the psychologist is in this area.
Thank you, evenings, guys. I appreciate it. Feeling a little better today. Still a bit tired though. Everybody's sick, dude. I don't know. Like, usually during summer, right? People like that's not when people are sick, but like I guess now. I don't know. Ento has no flywheel, so obviously she's not gonna. Okay, he's dead. They can just do back gate here, and I don't think Santi can make it. If he wax bombs the gate from a distance, nice, 30%. There's no chance. Pumped. So this is gonna be a tie here, which is actually a really good result for Ravens. They tied the round 4-4. However, Ravens is up 8-1 from the first round. So yeah, so that's really good for them. So now the ADM has to win the last round 8-1 or better, or else it's over. It's 8-1 or nothing for ADM. 2K is good for Red Church Wax. Yeah, it is. It's just that Santi really need to try to push for a win there. Obviously it's hard. Obviously getting a tie there is very good, right? But now you have to go 8-1 in the last round here. So you literally see this. So 6 spans right away here. Cracked. Psych, Acro Patient Anti, Seer Dancer, Wildling Coordinator.
off the bat, Walling and the coordinator.
Magician. Did they give up?
I think they gotta go all out here. And note that
They're not even going all out. They just gave up, I think. I don't get it. I guess, like, you can help people struggle if you... Wait, no, it's Arms Factory. Who... Yeah, I don't get it.
And so much, just a lot of stun potential. So I'm excited to see what their last pick would be.
Oh, rapid weather changes? Oh, okay, it makes sense.
Not gonna have that Gardener to bring out anymore. And
Yeah, I don't know stuff. That makes sense. That makes sense. I just yeah. I don't know things. Barmaid last year. I don't know why I'm getting sick. Maybe it's because I'm not sleeping enough. Like in Thailand, the weather is pretty much always the same. It's just hot all the time. But I think maybe I'm just like tired. Probably. I don't know.
So this composition makes it very hard.
Imagine playing on PC. Yeah, I feel like I definitely would have done a lot better. Coordinator Wildling. I don't know, dude.
So again, Adams is gonna try.
It's a strat. So now, yeah, basically now they're in a situation where they have to at least 3 escape or 4 escape. They're going to ban Bonbon and so Alex can play BQ or Night Watch, maybe? I don't know. They have to play for a 3 because they have to 8-1 this round. So, just remember, IVT doesn't have... yeah, it doesn't have any of the new recent changes. Do you watch the ongoing IVL IGL? Yeah, I watch. Yeah, definitely. I'm always watching, always keeping up with the competitive. So let's see what Alex plays. I'm kind of curious to see. So, you know, Sculptor when you need a tie. I don't know. Maybe he just wanted to play Sculptor. I don't mind it. Okay. So if Cord hides this is really good. If Cord... Okay, never mind. I don't know, guys. I don't know why Cord hid here. Why hide here? Go hide. He saw her through the... Yeah. Cord should have rotated at least. Don't hide. At least rotate, maybe? Rotate or... I don't know. Eats an early statue. She needs to use her gun.
And now able to down the coordinator in the first minute now.
What a god. My goodness. Like you called it. Every chip mattered. That first hit was so crucial. Honestly, don't hide. Don't hide against
Don't hide.
Alex can sniff you out.
Hiding's not bad, but he should just rotated. Guys, I don't know. I don't know, dude. He has flare gun. He has flare. He needs to go around. He's waiting too long to stay. Oh, nice shot from Wildling. Wildling did a really good job. He gets off board right when he goes for the swing here. That's very good. That's... No. Potch has... No, Wildling did that on purpose, guys. Listen, he waited for him to go for the swing, then he jumped off board. That way, he forces attack recovery, and he gets the save, and there's no chance for him to stuff the rescue. So that's actually a really good job from the Wildling. He wanted to absorb the hit there. And Cord just doesn't use gun again, so... at least I know he doesn't have excitement now. So next rescue, she can use gun. But she actually use it. It's sort of like the officer situation where they just don't use their items. Yeah, excellent job from LX. You can tell his Sculptor is very good.
That's a tough thing to look at. And note that the
Case in point, yep.
Did bring Flywheel as well. So,
yeah, it's also hard to hide with that skin. That's why you see in a lot of tournaments, not all the tournament players will use flashy skins. NaEu doesn't really consider these things, I guess. I don't know. So... Okay, so Wildling, let's see here. They don't have a lot of Cypher progress is the problem. But Wildling has to get this save. If he gets this save here, Coordinator can shoot and rebound kite. Wildling can get on board and harass, and they can play for a win. But he has to get a clean rescue here. Gets the rescue. Flywheel. Flare gun. Nice. That was game change. Now get on board and harass. Now get on board and harass. Get on board and harass. Nice. Okay. Now they have an opportunity to win. Okay, I don't know why he's giving free hits, though. Yeah, now you just gave full presence for free. That didn't make sense. That was a little mistake. But that was pretty big. Okay, Wildling still needs to harass this, though. But he's full presence. Yeah, because he gave full presence, he's just dead. He really did not get full presence there. I usually consider map when pipping skins, but some characters it doesn't work for, like little girl. She's so tiny, so I guess it. Yeah, for sure. What's up, Ayeli? I think I said that. What's up? How's it going? Good to see you. What team is nobody on? He is on YBH or YHB. Can't remember. Yeah, we're gonna watch his games for sure. I think they're actually next, right? Or maybe not next. I don't know. We're gonna watch everything. We're not gonna watch all the matches today, but we're gonna watch some of them. So let's see, how many matches are there overall? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll probably watch like maybe 3 or 4 today, and then we'll do the rest on the next stream. I'm also gonna do, again, I talked about this before, but also gonna do tier lists and talk about the new season as well. We'll do some updates. So keep in mind they have to 3 escape just to have a chance. Oh, she's lagging.
If he went to the other side, might be. But now, Barmaid has no Dovlins to work with. Gave both his Dovlins to the Wildlings.
Why did she run back into the Hunter?
Is it gonna pay off here, Caramel?
Yeah, double backing and
Dovlins to work with. Gave both his Dovlins to the Wildlings. Definitely loves his teammates, but is it gonna pay off here, Caramel?
What?
Yeah, double backing and now getting caught in the palleted area. Barmaid is now on the rocket chair. Luckily, Wildling already on the
He can't really play for a win here. He has an up-down build because he's just playing for a tie, which is fine. Alex just needs to tie here. If he ties, then Ravens wins, right? So he's just playing like a standard, just like up-down tie build is perfectly fine. Wildling obviously can get a free save because he's a Wildling. Can't stuff Wildling from a distance at least. But they have to 3 escape. So Barmaid has to kite to dungeon. Okay, nice dodges. Nice dodge. Just save. Just save. Good hit. Don't pop yet. Okay, well. I was going to say, give him some distance. Oh, Barmaid wasted speed drink. Oh, it actually worked. Okay, Wildling just runs into... He's going to get blinked. Why? Just wait till your boar comes up. If Wildling waits for his boar, they could have actually won this game. Because he lost the Barmaid. If Wildling waited for the boar before running towards the Hunter... 1 second away, yeah. And they have to 3 escape, so I guess they just go for it, right? Magician has wands. Barmaid has elbow pad. If Barmaid gets a free save. Oh! Oh! He doesn't see him? Free save? No. What the fuck? Why? He doesn't get on board. Okay, that's game. GG. Alright, so Ravens wins. Nice shot from LX. Yeah, I mean... We'll watch it out. So many decisions, so many interesting decisions for show. Now he just wins, so... Yeah, so Ravens. He's gonna win that. 17-5. Okay, next we have... next we have... YHB versus Python. This is a really good matchup. I think this is a very even matchup. Yeah, they threw a little bit, unfortunately. Okay, so Merchant Priestess. So Priestess Band obviously is very good. Merchant Band is interesting for first band, but I get it. They're going to pick Dancer first here, which actually is okay in this sort of situation because it's not a Dream Witch player. So we talked about how picking Dancer first is usually bad, but because it's not a Dream Witch player, picking Dancer first is still good because Dancer is very good against this player's Hunter pool against the Python Hunter. And now he's going to be an Antiquarian. Obviously, that's very standard. We're going to see Merc here. Take that Rescuer early. That's perfectly fine. I like this. I think Joggy is most likely the decision maker for this team. And Joggy understands the meta very well. He's very smart. So I expect some high level band picks from YBHP here. ADM rebounded well with the second save on the coordinator, but then threw with the Wild. Yeah, Wild need to not give full presence there. Patient ban last. This guy always bans Patient. I don't know why. This dude always bans Patient. You should make a video explaining ban picks in Tourney. You talking about like the new ban pick system, or do you mean like what the new ban pick system is, or like how to do ban picks properly, like a good set of a good way to do ban picks for a team? Like what do you mean by that? I'm assuming you want to avoid Dancer against Naiad. Yeah, so Dancer's not that good against Naiad. It's playable. It's not too bad, but Dancer's obviously better against other characters. So you can go Acrobat last. Pretty standard. They actually had Psychologist open, but they're actually going to go Acro instead. It's interesting. I would have probably expected Psych here in preparation of Clerk, but Acro's also perfectly fine. I like Merc pick early because it is a big map. You want to Merc's good rescue a big map. Officer's good smaller maps typically. Obviously you can play either on any type of map, but that's typically what usually ends up happening. Yeah, they don't. This person doesn't play Naiad as well. I have a show today, guys. Wish me luck. Good luck, Michi. What's the show for? Oh, like how to do it in the meta? Yeah, probably you could do something like that. I have a few videos I've been working on for so long, like literally months, and I just never uploaded. Like I have updated how to cut against every hunter guide. If you guys remember, I did how to cut against every hunter. There's been a lot new hunters that come to the game. I'm gonna wait for this new hunter that's coming out right now to be released in the game. I'm gonna add that to the video, and then I'm gonna upload that video. That's gonna be sort of like the next video. It's how to cut against every hunter, the updated version.
It's just very unfortunate in the game between Adams and RV that the toy merchant set up.
Sculptor round 1.
That's still very useful, but now
huh. That's interesting. This guy does play Sculptor. This person does play Sculptor. However, Sculptor round 1 is typically not very standard. I love to see YHP versus Eli as Hunter. That'd be pretty fun. It's hard to do that because it's subjective and based on what team you're drafting. It is, but it's also like, you can also still talk about like what characters are good to pick early, what characters are not good to pick early. So you can talk about like if you're going against I could maybe do a video where it's like if you go against a Dream Witch player, you want to pick these characters early, or you want to save these or something like that. If you're going against a non-Dream Witch player, you want to do these, something like that. This is a trim match. Okay, let's look at the spawn for starters. Again, Joggy is very smart player. He understands the meta very well, so I expect a very good set of band picks. The band pick was very good, strong for YHB, so I really like that. Let's look at the spawns. Let's see how he did the spawns here. He does have Dancer spawning middle, which is a good spawn. Dancer can rotate. If he goes for Dancer chase, you can rotate away. She can go straight under 2-story, go straight to Graveyard. She could potentially... Seer's probably going to go Geisha, so Dancer could rotate around the side here and go to Corner House, or she could go this. There's a lot of ways for Dancer to rotate here. If he doesn't go for Dancer, she can set up Slowbox's middle. At the middle 2 pallets right here, this one and this one. And then you throw the pallet over the box, or you can set him up at these 3 pallets right over here. And then Seer spawning Corner House, very good kiting area for Seer here. And then a very safe area middle 2-story for the Acrobat. So very nice spawn from YHB. I don't have any criticism for that at all. I think that's very good. I wouldn't really want to play Sculptor against this team, not because it's bad, but mostly because other characters can do it better. Yeah, I would have liked to see this guy play Clerk here instead, but oh well. There are such great Survivor guides, and then the Hunter guides are like, get good game sense, lol. Honestly. Are you still putting the Survivor tier list? Yeah, so actually, we might actually make the tier list during the stream. I might actually do it during the stream so I can talk with you guys about it while I make the list. But I don't know yet. We'll see. If not, then we'll do it next stream, and then I'll upload the video separately as well. But I'll make the tier list on the stream so you guys can see it on stream, and then you guys can see it as a video as well. Here we go. Sculptor first again, very interesting, but looks like he's gonna go middle first, I think. Joggy sent him an early box. I don't really like this. I would have liked him to wait to make sure he wasn't getting chased. Guys, keep in mind Joggy actually has Joggy has like 230 ping or something. He has like 200, well over 200 ping on the tournament server. Because keep in mind, they play on a separate server. Psyche, okay, so Psyche needed to rotate earlier here. He kind of just pushes the Cypher. Oh, he runs into the Hunter. He rotated a bit too slow here, unfortunately. So unfortunate misstep from Psyche there. But he can rotate back to middle. He can bomb the window here, the slow boxes. Oh, nice statue. Oh, okay. I see what you guys mean. This is the tram match. So let's see what Psyche does here. He white bombs. Okay, guys, when you... Okay, so Psyche makes a slight mistake. I'm sure he's gonna respond to this on his next stream, but when you use a white bomb, when you charge it, you wanna make sure you back it up enough so as the Hunter vaults, he's getting slowed down. So now he just gains a lot of distance for free here. Yeah, Joggy's ping is like 250. Like, it's really, really bad. Like, it's almost unplayable, but he still manages. It's really bad. Because he lives all the way in the far side of Europe, way, way, way far away from the server. On the regular server, he has like 170 ping. But on the tournament server, it's even worse. Because, the regular server that you guys all play on in rank is in New York. But the tournament server that they're playing on for tournaments is in Oregon, the state of Oregon, above California. So for Joggy, it's super far away. He's going to red bomb just for some distance, going to dodge statue, get a speed boost here. And he's going to kite pallets going around the backside. Very good route. This is a very good route from Psyche here. This is a very standard route you see a lot of the Chinese players taking as well. He's going to use a slow bomb here. He doesn't get the slowdown, but it's fine. It does buy him some distance. Nice statue here. Dodges the... Wow, nice prediction from Joggy, from Psyche that he's gonna go back here, that he's gonna go for a blink, and now it's just game over. Now he just kites until 3-cyber kite. So very good job from Psyche. He's gonna dodge the statue, vault the. Really good job here from Psyche. Honestly, playing very well right now. He's gonna vault again. Beautiful kite here. Doing a very good job. Does he have another red mon? Oh, he's gonna owl here. Wait, was he looking behind him? Why is the camera just on Joggy decoding? Why is the camera just on the people decoding here? Whoever is controlling this camera is doing a really bad job. They should be looking at the Acro's perspective or the Seer's perspective for giving owl. Because Psyche was definitely looking behind him when he kited there, that's why he slow vaulted, but I feel like he should just ran straight. I don't know. Joggy's from Europe, yeah. He's gonna red bomb here. He has to walk through it. And this is already past 3-cyber cut. This is already easy win for serves here. Just a great job from Psyche this game. And the slow box setup. That is actually... This game is long over, guys. They absolutely just... The survivors just worked him, dude. This is really... That tram at the beginning, to be fair, was very clutch. But if Psyche rotated earlier, then he wouldn't have needed the tram, but to get the hit there. But the dancer support plus the kite, that's very good. I sense a meme could be made. Okay, so you guys can see. Let's look at Joggy's perspective here. Look at how his movement is. Look at how. Yeah, it just looks like he's lagging. They're gonna pause here probably because he's lagging really bad. Okay. He's gonna change targets to Merc. He's gonna take a free hit and change to Merc here. Merc's gonna use one elbow pad. Merc should not use too many elbow pads here. You want to save them for rescue and for endgame. Hey Eli, you weren't able to cast or you didn't want to? No, Nettie's just unfortunately they chose for me not to cast this event. So I didn't yeah, a bit disappointing, but oh well. What? How does this statue hit, bruh?
Let's go for Jogi. He's like, no, you know what? I'm not gonna make that mistake of chasing Psyche anymore. Let's go for Jogi. And he got it! Wow!
Yeah, it seems to be that female dancer without any tools seems to be kind of weak to kind of kite against a sculptor. Right now, sculptor is one hit away from that blue presence. And
Suspicious. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. That was weird. It's fine. Merc still has elbow pads. Merc can just go for rescue here. I think typically you'd want to save your Tide Turner for endgame. Potentially go for a form escape. But because it's basement now, you have to go for Merc rescue. So a little unfortunate, but it's okay. I made a meme. Send it in the Discord. Or put it somewhere. I want to see. I thought they nerfed the hitbox of the statues. I don't know, to be honest. I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know. Elbow pad here, rescue before half. Nice save. You guys can see Joggy's lagging pretty bad, but he can take this vault and they can. Oh, they have to be careful though because he has blink. Okay, they can pop right now. Did that hit him? No! 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 That is so unfortunate. Yo, what's up, Reese? How's it going, bro? Justin Bieber.
My goodness, and he's gonna chair it right next to where Zero is gonna open the.
What is happening?
You didn't pray to the trap gods, and that's gonna hit. My goodness, and he's gonna chair it right next to where Zero is gonna open the.
What the f?
Unfortunately, thanks to that struggle, will Demon Dancer be able to get to the gate? Though it seems that they will recover at the same
Wow, he
time.
missed. Joggy's lagging pretty bad.
Once again, gate is open. The other gate is being opened by Juniper at the other side.
They're not going to leave yet. Guys, don't make the mistake of leaving here. As a survivor, a lot of people in rank, sometimes people just randomly leave. These two survivors over here. You don't want to leave here. You want to wait because if he teleports to this gate here and Merc's gate's not open, he can kill Merc. Not Merc. Yeah, Merc. He could kill Merc, chair Merc, come back and get Dancer before she self-heals. Maybe. Probably unlikely, but it's possible. Or you could chair and teleport. You want to make sure you get forced out first.
It's like the trap god's forsaken Joggy for that moment, and then 5 seconds later he's like, "I'm sorry, Tram," and then the Tram decides to hit Ripa at the same time. My goodness.
I was trying to say oh yeah, corrector for that right now.
This is what I call it the Tram match. I see it now. The Duo Hunters experience. No, I'm gonna make a Minecraft run later. Don't worry, it's good. I wasted Mirror once his BQ because I didn't notice the tram. I feel like everybody did something related to the tram that messed him up before. Alright, looks like we're gonna have nobody playing Hunter here. He's gonna go Seer Anti first. Which is fine. I literally just opened my phone because I needed to check something and I just forgot what I needed to check. Oh, I know. Yay, okay. Okay, so we have they're gonna go Priestess Patient first, which is fine. Dancer Band as well. And I would have liked to see Dancer early. Typically against Saving Dancer is good for later rounds, but against nobody's Hunter pool. Dancer's really good here. Are people still banning Clerk in rank? I might consider ranking again. They ban it in Southeast Asia, I guess. Which is fine. Yeah, Clerk's a good ban in rank. Nightwatch's a pretty good ban. Clerk's a good ban. Hermit's not that good anymore. Surprisingly, I don't know if I've had anything harm me with the tram because I've made it a point to look both ways before crossing the tracks. Fair. Looks like we're gonna have Prospector, Patient, Priestess, and Mercenary, and nobody I think plays Nightwatch here, right? Nightwatch. Okay, so we're gonna have Patient. Okay, let's see the spawn. Priestess straight middle, which is fine. You can set up portals again. You can go Geisha. You can go Corner House, Graveyard, Fake Gate, anything. Prospector middle 2-story is good. You want Prospector middle so you can potentially harass. Also, middle 2-story is a safe space to spawn, and then Patient near Corner House is fine. I think maybe Prospector over here and Patient middle 2-story is also good, but. And then nobody spawn here is going to block Merc Cypher, so it forces them to rotate to a new Cypher machine. So, pretty good spawn overall here. Your parents thought you'd look both ways so you don't get hit by the tram and IDV. That's literally it, guys. People, like, if your parents tell you look both ways before you cross the street, it's not because you actually need to look both ways before crossing the street. It's you look both ways before crossing the trams, you don't get hit by the tram and IDV. That's literally it. You don't cross, yeah. And then people just forget. They forget to look both ways and they get hit by the tram.
So Python has a lot to prove, and I can see the chat as well, Ryoki chanting as well, one of the many people chanting Sango, Sango, Sango. But right now we have the game, second half of the first game.
All right, let's see what's gonna happen here. He is gonna vault here, get a speed boost, transition away. Gonna go for. Okay, he's gonna pick up another bar here. They use the portal setup early, but look at the rotation from Priestess. Really nice rotation. We see he does find the Prospector, so this is a pretty good. Oh, by the way, this is another one of those people where they're PC. So nobody's a PC hunter, and he had to learn mobile for this event, which I think he actually did quite well. I'm surprised we have no Insolence. He actually has Confined Space and Detention. So he's going to go for a stun here. This cancels his wind ability, so nice job from Prospector. Insolence is just really good on Nightwatch. I'm surprised we don't see Insolence. Able to avoid that. Hey, he's going to jump here. He's going to get this pallet down. He's going to break it. He's going to magnet early. Oh, it makes the portal. Magnet's gone. Wait, what? How did Magnet get gone here? Oh, he broke it when he went through the portal. Because he attracted it too soon, I think. I'm not sure. He's going to go here. Misses the swing. What? Zuler. I mean, he's doing good for a while there, but an unfortunate misstep. Now he's just dead here. This game is also great, especially the end. Okay, we'll see. What's up, Momo? How's it going? Why didn't I cast? Nettie chose for me not to cast this event, so unfortunately I wasn't able to. I didn't. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna see Merc's coming for a save here. They have pretty decent Cypher progress. You take the haters and get saved. He's gonna early magnet. Windwalk. He should have saved Magnet. I feel like maybe because in that situation, if you Magnet there, he's a Nightwatch. He's gonna catch up right away. So using Magnet there is a little. I don't know. I feel like that's not really the best, but it's fine. Okay, he's gonna use wind here. We're gonna see Priest is gonna actually come, so they're gonna go for another rescue. So they're really pushing for the 3 escape here. Priest gets hit really far away. That's not, he's gonna dash back here. She needs to body block this hit. Oh wait, there's 2 body blockers. Wait, what? Wait, why'd they stop body blocking? Wait, why is there 2 people body blocking, but then they all stop body blocking? Wait, what?
Oh my god. He was trying to
Why is Merc helping Priestess save? Just let Priestess save. Priestess body blocks until the Cypher's prime. Merc needs to decode the last Cypher.
Unfortunately, no, the magnet did not register, and Prospector will be out on the chat. There is no harassers in this team form anymore, and Priestess and Mercenary half health, and last cypher.
That's too bad because you're really good at casting. Read some comments asking where you were. Oh, thank you, Moom. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was a bit disappointed. Obviously NAU is like the server that I'm from. You know, I love the NAU tournament, so it was a bit disappointing, but oh well. Okay, he's gonna go for Patient here. Patient, nice flywheel from the Patient here. He's able to avoid this first hit here. Needs to get this pallet down right away. He's gonna use the pallet. He needs to hook. He needs to hook. He needs to hook. Hook, 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 hook. Okay, guys, you see what Patient does a very good job here. He's gonna flywheel the first hit. When he's zooming around, like when he's using the dash ability. Oh, he's actually not gonna throw a pallet down as well. He's gonna wait for him to use wind. Then when he uses wind, then he throws the pallet down. Good job there. He's gonna hook here to make distance. So Patient's doing a good job right now. But unfortunately, this pallet's used up. He didn't know that, obviously, but. Miscommunication. Yeah, a lot of miscommunication in NAU tournaments. Oh, nice dash from the Night Watch. Not able to get a hook off here. You see why full presence Night Watch is just so good. He also has teleport. You can teleport to the last Cypher. This is honestly now a winning position. It looked pretty good for survivors. If Priestess came for the rescue and body blocked, it would have been fine. But for some reason, I don't know why, the Priestess left body blocking and then Merc body blocked, but then didn't body block, and then no one did the last Cypher. So yeah, just miscommunication. Wait, what? Was there a connection issue here? I guess there's a connection issue here. He still has teleport. I would not even chair. Just teleport straight to the Cypher here. Guys, if he teleported straight to the Cypher instead of chairing, he can potentially win. NAU got better, but still a long way to go. They definitely did get better, but yeah, still a long way to go for sure. He's going to teleport. Cypher's not ready. Merc has to save, so he can just kill Patient and chair on the last Cypher, and he should be able to win from here. Patient, yeah, not much you can do there. No speed boost or anything like that. He does have flywheel, but obviously it's on cooldown. I feel like Patient needed to hook a lot sooner. He needed to kite a little bit longer there. I think that was not long enough. He needed to hook a lot sooner. He just didn't hook it all there. Watching NAU tourneys after watching a China one feels like a fever dream. Yeah. Unfortunately, the gap is still there. Wow. That's one of those moments where, like, you feel like it should hit, but it doesn't. It's not like, how did that miss? But it's like, I feel like that should have hit, but it didn't. You know what I'm saying? Does get the rescue before he's dead here. Keep in mind, Patient's dead on chair. So he can just kill Priestess, honestly. Merc's down. He can kill Priestess. And now nobody can actually 4-kill from this position, so. Nobody can 4-kill. The Hunter can 4-kill. His name's nobody. So I'm not really sure what their game plan is. I guess Merc self-heals, tries to prime while Patient makes a backdoor rescue. Maybe? I don't know. Like, there's not a lot of great plays for them here. Yo, what is this? What? Why is the... Why do they have so many connection issues, dude? They really have so... Oh, man. Okay, we're back. Wait, Priestess died. Where are the cast? We can't hear the casters either. Guys, what is going on? What is this? And he connects that hit. Wow, beautiful hit there. Is he going to teleport? He's going to teleport? Cypher's not ready? What? Is Cypher primed? No, it's a 4-kill. They didn't pop it. Oh my god, it was a 4K. Oh my god, we just lost the... Okay. Mechanic, composer, prisoner. Anti. Triple decoder, no stable rescuer. Versus a clerk. Did I say the end of the match was really good? That was so exciting! That was the most exciting match ever! I'm just kidding, that was so anticlimactic. Well, I guess he 4-killed, I think.
Shoujo, why don't you bring us through it?
Yeah, of course.
Hello? Hello?
Dead.
Oh.
Back from the realm of the dead.
Yeah, right.
HP pick up the
Average NaEu Tourney moment for
That's a
sure.
smart strategy by YHP. Yeah, I mean this is red.
Makes no sense to have the Tourney server on West Coast when all the players are from Europe. I absolutely agree with you. 100%. I don't know why. And it's not NaEu anymore. It's literally just NA. When they make the server in Oregon on the West Coast, it's literally just becomes NA tournament. It no longer is EU.
Gambling on this because YHB just got a 4-kill against the survivors. Kind of want to play possibly without feelings, you know. I mean, after a loss, you kind of want to take a break first.
Didn't RC go triple decoder? Yeah, but they did that one time, and it was against a Bloody Queen. A hunter that gets Cypher Rushed. Clerk obviously does not get Cypher Rushed because they're for Cypher Control. And also they have one stable rescuer as well.
Seeing an acrobat as well as female dancer, still as a female dancer to use. So
But yeah, you're absolutely right. They did. They did. Oh no, maybe it was a different game. But I think they had a stable rescuer, right? Maybe it wasn't against Bloody Queen. I'm thinking of a different game, but they did have a stable rescuer.
Yeah, I mean.
Did Netties explain the reason why Eli didn't cast? I feel like they owe the viewers an Eli explanation because carry the analytical commentary. I don't think I'm really supposed to talk about it, but I will say, I think the main reason is because that I used to be involved with FCN, which is no longer a team, and I no longer coach in NaEu. But they didn't really see that, I guess. So they then said it was a conflict of interest, and they decided for me not to cast, even though I have not been coaching FCN for a while, and also FCN isn't even a team anymore. So again, guys, I don't want to say too much because I'm not supposed to say a lot, but that was the reasoning, is that conflict of interest. So
she kind of set it up there, she goes decode. So the teammates who's kiting can just go there and use it. Doesn't have to be necessarily there. So there's no necessary danger into getting a free.
it's that FCN players were still playing. Yeah, but that's unfair to like. That's unfair to say like, oh yeah, like you guys can't play. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously they're still gonna play, right? But I hope they. Yeah, hopefully I'll be back for the next event. Should be for IBC, Southeast Asia.
That nobody keeps getting me, man.
He is gonna go Feaster. Nobody is known for his Feaster, so this will be interesting.
Like, guys,
Probably someone made a complaint.
Feaster's gonna cook something up.
Yeah, I don't know.
The pythons to swallow. He's gonna force
But
takoyakis, you know, like, you know, it's
I,
early, but, you know,
yeah.
just take the takoyakis. Honestly, like, there's a way to dodge, right? The deadly tentacles. There's a way to dodge it, right?
Anyways, back to the yeah. I don't really want to talk about it too much because I don't want to. I just want everything to be good. Yeah, I guess it's like conflict of interest with me and FCN players, but FCN's not a team anymore. I also don't coach. I stopped managing. I stopped being involved with NaEu teams after Koa. I no longer am involved with any of the teams, but it's still. I guess that was. I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to be safe. I understand. I get it. But obviously it's disappointing. I love to cast. You know, it's Casting is literally my life, right? It's my job. It's one of my favorite things to do. I love this game, right? NaEu is my favorite. Is my server, you know, the server I'm from. So.
Yeah, for real. It's like Entity was here.
But
I was the A match feaster, and
it is what it is. You know, just trying to keep everything positive, you know, and hopefully we'll be back for the next one. IVC is next event for Southeast Asia. Yeah, nobody's feaster is very good. Now keep in mind he's a PC player playing on mobile, so we'll see how he makes this adjustment here. Eli Witch Hunter is fine to play with bad ping.
But in order to build up that one tentacle, you also need time, right?
Yeah, you do.
Hunters you can play with bad ping.
I remember there was this period of time
Night Watch.
Hunters kind of make use of the tentacle.
Night Watch.
And they kind of don't bring tonight.
Dream Witch.
So
And
also the tentacles that kind of increase.
Wax Source is kind of hard.
I think it's absolutely great for nobody. And right now,
Yeah, to be honest,
between
Dream Witch.
Chocho right now,
Sculptor's good.
from Backgate to
I would say.
Zola once again.
Yeah, Zola's being chased by nobody.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll just be back for
Peepers, though.
for
He's putting a peeper, but
for IBC, which is the next event in next month or 2 months from now for Southeast Asia.
right, that's a passive boost.
And obviously that wouldn't be conflict range because I don't know anyone from Southeast Asia. Oh, I do, but
The first magnet's gonna be
wow, beautiful tentacle right away here. He still has the magnet, but he needs to hit this stun. He needs to dodge the tentacle and then hit the stun.
Behind that pallet, will he be able to kind of,
Oh, nice stun. That's a really big stun there. You can transition out of the tentacle range here.
area? Yes, it seems so.
And is alright. Naiad, yeah, Naiad actually, that's another good one for bad ping.
Looking very fast. Last minute is used.
Pretty good stun here, but
Kind of repel motion we're seeing there, repulsion, and still trying to make this kite last. Still has one more tentacle.
what's up, dear child? How's it going? I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back to the
He
stream.
needs to put it right in front of
He's gonna use a tentacle here. Misses the tentacle. He actually doesn't have blink. His peepers. So Prospero can live through this here.
Spectre is not worried about the blink, right? Because he knows it's a peeper, right? So,
Wax Artist is not very good. Mercs can actually body block here,
it
which is
doesn't
fine.
really
If he can
matter.
get to the window, then he can kite in graveyard, which is very strong. Merc needs to body block. Beautiful hitbox. Beautiful utilization of the hitbox there. He's able to chair on Merc Cypher. He's able to get in basement. Excellent job from nobody there.
Getting this ready.
Wax is not very good with high ping because it's hard to switch to the instant hot wax with bad ping.
Elbow pad as well. We're seeing another pause in the scenario.
Spider needs good ping because it's very fast. Any hunter that's very fast, you usually want good ping with.
A lot of action right
Yeah, do you mean yellow ping or red ping?
Who would have thought peeper is like patience is the key, right? Like usually
Sculptor is bad with bad ping. Yeah, I guess Sculptor is bad. So I guess Naiad, Dream Witch, Night Watch.
the tentacles waiting there for you. And I think
Anne's not bad.
About kiting a Hasta. But if it was you meeting a Hasta,
High yellow, occasionally have ping spikes usually around 200. Yeah,
to kite a Hasta, like preemptively drop
high
pallets,
yellow.
uh,
If you know what I'm asking, where are you from if you have 200 ping? Because usually the biggest problem with bad ping is not actually how far, of where you live. It's actually that you just have bad internet. And that's why your ping is bad. If you live in like say South America, then your ping is going to be bad. Or if you live in far part of Europe away from America, then your ping is going to be bad. But if you live in the US or in Canada, then your ping should be almost always green for the most part. It's usually just an internet issue.
Keeper drop. Oh wait, mercenaries hiding behind.
Some places in America, like far west coast California, you might have yellow. Or like Vancouver, Canada, I think is right. Vancouver's top left, I think.
Okay.
What's up, Shu? How's it going?
Still waiting. It's gonna hit. He's gonna wait. He's gonna wait. No, he's not gonna.
It's hard to hit the cats. I guess so. It's also hard to curve jumps. I'm not really sure. I've never played on that bad ping, so I unfortunately can't really say from experience. But I would say that Naiad's pretty good. I would say... Oh, he just runs into that one, unfortunately. I would say that Naiad's pretty good. I would say that Dream Witch is pretty good. I will say that Night Watch is pretty good. That's probably the best I can give you.
He will not be chaired at the base. However, he'll be chaired at his teammate Cypher. Female dancer Cypher at the back.
Middle Eastern Europe. Oh, Mid-East Europe. Okay, then, yeah, that's why. And then it's probably not your internet. It's probably just the, your ping, yeah. Yeah, so at that point,
Did he go for the rescue or was he just sell this person?
yeah, Naiad's pretty good.
Mercenary.
Dreamwitch, Nightwatch. Probably the 3 best for bad ping.
Possibly get healed. That would be the optimal
Turn ping, yeah. So if you're from Brazil, South America, then your ping's not going to be very good, unfortunately.
To spot out where the survivors are.
What's up, Kerbin? How's it going?
Where, right? No one is confident enough to rescue.
Feaster's good with yellow ping. I feel like Feaster's not too good with yellow ping because sometimes, like, if you have bad ping,
Python has done a very good job.
the tentacle drop is like very delayed, which is not very good. Makes it easier for the survivors to dodge them.
It seems like Python has no answer for the test for the tentacles.
Yeah, and we're seeing female dancer rotating.
A lot of
Back at Cypher, trying to kind
they
of
just run away from the boxes.
Hunter will be putting a curse onto her. We're seeing that right now. And
Wow, nobody's Feaster is actually just working them right here, dude. He puts a fast box, not a slow box.
So, will he able to get the base?
I think that's good.
No. And
Fast box is good because
Cyphers have not progressed
it's easier to dodge tentacles that way. But here, this game's over. They have no Cypher progress. Merc no longer has Tide.
situation, or potentially a 3-4.
He's going to take down all the boxes, so Dancer's going to have nothing to kite with. I mean, they have Cypher progress, but not really enough right now.
Right now, Dancer is.
You might need to change your internet from Eastern Europe. I get 120. Oh, then yeah, maybe it's your internet.
Nobody.
Yeah, because I mean, Joggy's from far Eastern Europe. I don't want to say where, obviously, but he's from far Eastern Europe, like super far away from America, and his ping is still like 150 to 170
And then so much tentacles
on the regular server.
double down. Seems to be
Double tentacle. Oh, Merc gets the body block. That's pretty big. Well, the problem is now Merc has the body block until this backgate cipher is primed, which means, oh, not even body block. Sorry, because he can't body block. Dancer needs to kite until then.
He's just moving towards where the mercenary is. Is that a good idea? He's going to go and just decode. on the
Wu
last
Chang's
one.
not bad. Yeah, Wu Chang is a really bad hunter. So
Yeah, it's
he just charge attack. Nothing you can do there. Cypher's not primed. That is actually probably going to be a 4 kill with Feaster. That's pretty impressive.
perfect. Yeah,
Nobody's Feaster is actually quite good.
You can't tell. And I don't know.
Why are all the low tier hunters playable on low ping? I don't know.
Tunnel down on the mercenary, just check.
Hellenberg's just bad, yeah. I guess Photo, you play with bad ping, but Photo just is not good. Right when I say that, Fruity Joseph joins the chat. What's up, Fruity Joseph?
Chat away. And we're seeing mercenary with last ever pet. Will he use this for the rescue? It seems to be.
Can't confirm Eastern Europe ping is around 150 to 190. Yeah, so maybe just some internet issues. Make sure when you play, make sure you play near your router. I used to have internet problems because
Possible second kite. And
he doesn't even dodge the tiny to go straight for the rescue. Can you body block? Oh,
force heal.
that was really big that he wasn't able to body block that there.
Actually, the force heal could work.
If Merc body blocked that, they could tie the game.
Circle around, right? But the Cypher's gonna pop. He's gonna start running. Faye, but he has no more elbow pads. Chocho. Late game has been done. He still has trump card.
How's everyone say? Doing pretty good. Pretty tired. It's like really late right now, but doing pretty good. Joseph on bad ping is horrible. You can't hit anyone with slow swing.
period that you kind of want to dodge.
No. So what I mean by bad ping is swing is not too relevant for bad ping.
All the way to dungeon. Potentially.
Photo's fine for bad ping. They adjusted his swing. His swing's a little bit faster now. They buffed it, and then also the slow swing. The slow swing isn't too. Yeah, he got buffed. Also, the slow swing is not. That doesn't really matter for ping wise. I mean, obviously it does a little bit. Obviously everything matters, but when I mean hunters that are bad on, when I say hunters, certain hunters are bad, on bad ping. It's sort of like fast mobility hunters. Like Geisha is really hard because you have to like time your dash. It's hard to explain. Sculptor and Bonbon are bad because you need to like time your chips and stuff, which is hard. Huh? Actually loses the target here.
Wrong side. He's just trying to curse so that when he hits the mercenary, he can instantly use it to down the acrobat. Is that right? Is that how
Has just ever been played in a tournament? Yeah, it's just very rare. What's up, Chi? How's it going? Very good patience. Yo, look at this patience, dude. He literally waits till the Merc leaves, stops rotating the tentacle.
Will not be able to get to dungeon. It will be kind of a guarantee.
And then he throws it down.
Oh, we're talking too early, too fast.
Yeah.
I mean, nice job from the Merc not to get hit, but he's still just dead. You can just trap him
I
here.
think he can.
Acrobat will be able to get out, so this is going to be a 1 escape. But that's really good positioning for nobody. After an 8-1 lead in the first round, a 3 kill here.
Yeah, for a normal survivor, opening gates are around
Even
10
if
seconds, but for
the Python Hunter manages to get a 3 kill, it's still a it's still an 8-1 lead going into the last round for YHB. And then even if he gets a 4 kill, YHB is still leading going into the last round, which means Python has to win the last round. And Jogging plays Magician. Yo, dude. Okay, so
We all wanna eat.
Seer Dancer are gone. Anti-Priest is available.
Yeah. But the peepers, I'm surprised he made the peepers.
Mad Eyes is crazy. Yeah, well, don't play Mad Eyes anyway, but Mad Eyes is just hard in general. Why am I sitting like that? Because it's comfortable.
Good too, but well, he made it work. But moving on, it is round number 2, second half. Ban picks going on right here.
What's up, Jane? How's it
The
going?
usual bans, no surprise. The
I can't sit properly. I need to be
very annoying with the
comfortable.
bamboo swipes. Priestess as well in this small map. Like what I said, the portal support from left.
I just realized my knee is in the camera.
Super
All right, we're gonna put the knee back down.
just cancelling out
Knee
the-
cam.
the patient, the mobility. But YHB is gonna respond with
Okay.
the ophthalmologist, mercenary, and now
So
the
we
second
have
phase.
he's a patient.
Yeah, I think they are just trying to get a tight.
They're actually gonna ban Sculptor, so they give him Clerk round 2 here.
And prolong further in the IVT. So if tide is what they're going for, they would totally focus on decoding and would not pick any harassers that would potentially slow down decoding process because you have to go there. And then again, we're seeing the magician. Seems like Joggy will be picking his S-Badge magician that he is,
Okay,
renowned.
Yeah.
and he actually Joggy does play Magician, so that's nice. Obviously, he does have really bad ping. We're actually gonna see he goes Night Watch, so he has Clerk and he doesn't.
Weak against Cypher Rush, but
play it
fortunately,
here.
There's no Cypher Rush characters in YHB.
Okay, guys, this is a really bad character selection from the Hunter. I'm just gonna be blunt and say it. I'm gonna be super blunt here. This is not a good character selection from the Hunter side. Okay, so you're in a situation where you need to play for a win. If you play for a 3 kill, going into the last round, you're still down 8-1, right? So in this situation, you want to at least try to go for a 4 kill, right? So you can potentially win the last round and win the series that way. Night Watch is a good hunter, is a win potential hunter, but it's a bad map for Night Watch, and this comp's pretty good against Night Watch. Clerk has a lot more win potential than Night Watch here, and they gave him Clerk.
So
Obviously,
what
against
do you
this
think of
comp, Clerk's
the composition of
it's
YHB?
okay, not great, but you have to go for Clerk here.
Night
It's
Watch
good enough to
is
play Clerk for
not-
sure.
I would say it's not the best map in
It's 1:30 a.m. Yeah, for me it's like 12:30.
high place.
So he 100% should have played Clerk. Night Watch here is not a good character selection. Why the batter ban?
Of the wind force
I have no idea. Nobody on YHB plays batter, so I have no idea.
area.
I actually have no idea.
Graveyard. Red carpet.
It's interesting. NaEu gets a lot more 3 kills compared to other servers. I feel like I go for the 4 man a lot more often. Yeah, but you also have to consider recently with the new ban system, the game's actually become a little bit better for hunters. If you look at Japan and China, hunters have been winning a lot more. But yeah, it's just because NaEu survivors communication is not very strong, unfortunately, and also a lot of missteps when kiting. Eli, in one word, what did you think of IVT? I actually haven't seen a lot of the matches yet because I was sleeping during a lot of them because of the time zone difference. And I also was busy on the weekend. So this is actually the first time I'm watching some of these matches. So I'll answer that question after we watch all of them. As for this one here, let's see. We have Merc. Okay, this is a good spawn. I like this. Ento middle is nice. Merc should be spawning middle broken in my opinion.
Night Watch hasn't
But besides that, everything else is pretty good.
only won 4K so far, right?
Yeah.
But most of the
All right, see you later, Ethan. Thank you for
that was
watching.
coming from a S.
NaEu gets more 100 points because survivors don't play optimal most of the time. Yeah, that's mostly why.
Yeah, that's world.
I'm curious what you think about Sangria. What's that?
So guys, cheer on for Pipa.
Why'd they not let Alien play for round 2? Alien, I think, doesn't want to play competitive. I'm not sure, though.
Pythons are gonna
Yeah, Nightwatch is not good on this map. Batter counters. Yeah, but nobody plays Batter on this team, and he should have played Clerk. I mean, Batter's good against Clerk, too, but...
He needs that 4K. And for YHB, the winning
I don't think teams really research about each other.
draw.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of NAU teams are underprepared, unfortunately.
Which is easier.
I feel like it's just totally underprepared, which is annoying. Not annoying. It's unfortunate. But definitely, I feel like Python might have been underprepared for this matchup. I don't know, though. I don't want to say, obviously, but that's what it seems like to me.
Oh yeah, sushi or whatever.
Joggy's rotation was a little bit late. So he does have an early target. I feel like Joggy should have rotated faster.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's going to go first chase Magician here. We'll see. So Joggy is known for his Magician. Keep in mind, guys, Joggy's ping is about 250 on this server. Maybe a little less, like 230. But very, very bad ping. He's going to Illusion in the palette here. Beautiful usage of the Illusion. Guys, watch what he does here, right? He illusions in the palette, forcing the hunter to break the illusion. He could have actually double back in pallet stun as well, but I think with bad ping, he wanted to play it safer. Oh, is the newest hunter? Oh, okay, I'm not sure. I haven't really seen what the new hunter's ability is yet. Why wasn't Psyche in FCN, or did FCN change name? So FCN is, some of the FCN players are now teaming TKG, and then Psyche is on YHB now. So basically, the new FCN is TKG, and then Psyche moved to YHB. Joggy's the only magician that matters. True. He's going to jump this. B's here for the support, which means he doesn't need to use an illusion. Well, it's on cooldown. Oh! Joggy actually took that vault. I cannot believe he took that vault. I would never take that vault. What's the big flame? How's it going? I would never take that vault in a million years, dude. That Joggy is playing with his life right now, dude. He can vault here. Blink's not up yet. He's going to speed boost. He's going to illusion in the pallet again, I think. Yep, he's going to illusion in the pallet, force him to break it. And Joggy is kiting this guy in 200. He has 250 ping, and he's kiting him this well.
Ooh, but getting that link hit onto Joggy, and we're just looking at the persona.
Yeah, we'll look at the new hunter abilities after this match, actually. We'll watch a video after this match for the hunter's new abilities. He tried to mind game, but he got hit there. Still a pretty good kite, considering he gets blink out. He kites a decent amount of ciphers. Considering his ping, that's very good.
Ciphers are not looking very fast. In fact, added together, it's probably like 2 ciphers. So, mercenary, but potentially come for this first rest.
New hunter can move really fast in the shadow areas and stuff. It's really cool. Alright, yeah, we'll watch a video for it after this this series.
So we have both fast decoders on the ciphers.
You feel like he used a boost instead of a skill? Yeah, I mean, I feel like it was sort of a mind game. Like, he sort of ran past the pallet like he wasn't going to vault it, and then he took the vault. So, and it kind of mind gamed the hunter. It was obviously super risky. Oh, he got played, dude. He got played by the illusion here. You guys see this? Rescues. And he actually runs into him. This is something that Joggy likes to do. I've seen him do this before, where he runs into the hunter to mind game them. And they get totally outplayed by it. And he gets a crazy amount of distance now. But Nightwatch can just catch up because it's Nightwatch. And Nightwatch is just stupidly broken here. He's going to take the vault. See the vault again? Take the vault again? Oh no, his ping's too bad. You saw he stood still after he vaulted. His ping is just unfortunately really bad. I have good ping, but I can't kite like Joggy. This is Nightwatch sometimes they don't break pallets and that screws them. Yeah.
Psychologist has already healed up Mercenary. Mercenary's gonna come in again. He has 3 elbow pads to work with. Zero is probably gonna work on the.
So Psych's gonna heal. This allows Merc to come in for a second rescue, and then Merc can body block. Potentially until the Cypher's prime. Merc doesn't need to stay right away. He can actually just take one more hit. Just take one more hit. He's perfectly fine. And then he can actually just body block. Oh, hitch chair. Oh. I don't know what that was. Okay, so Merc needs to body block until it's prime. So both Cyphers at 40 here. Keep in mind this hunter has to 3 kill. Why did Merc stop body blocking?
check.
Why did the merc
Here
just leave?
He will get the hit. Unfortunately, Mercenary did not follow along the Magician, and it will be a.
I don't know why the merc just left. There's no way Joggy told him to stop body blocking. Merc must have just done that on their own. Because if merc body blocks, ciphers are 50. If merc body blocks a hit, they might be able to win.
Might possibly be the case. Mercenary has already left this area.
Yeah, I don't get it. Maybe they wanted to play it safe because they only needed to play for a tie.
Link is up.
But I feel like now this gives an opening for the Hunter to potentially still win.
He hasn't vault anything.
Just play more just play aggressive there. You get such a big lead. Why not? I mean, obviously you want to play conservative to hold your lead, I guess, but I think it's reasonable to play aggressive here. Because now you give Nightwatch an opening. Because Nightwatch's map pressure is so good late game, so you give him an opening, which is really bad. Endo got off the Bs way too late here. Endo need to get off the Bs early. Even then, even if she gets off the Bs late here, she can flywheel. So Endo needs to flywheel this swing. And then he gets stuck in the Bs and she can avoid the hit. So unfortunate misstep from the Ento there. Merc said nope. He just did. Oh, Ento's dead. Unfortunately, bad route from the entomologist here. This flywheel. Nice flywheel. Can make the pallet. Pretty good. Nice shot from the Ento there. Psyche's gonna take blink hit, nothing you do there.
Expending his blink once again. And this will be
Thought Joggy could vault and be on the same side, maybe, but then he just gets hit before he makes the pallet, so I don't really get it. But Psyche should be able to make this window. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can leap through, but oh my god, Sero's playing with fire here.
Can you vault the pallet safely as Survivor after Nightwatch vaults? Do you have enough time? So do you mean like the Nightwatch vaults into you and then you vault the pallet as vault the pallet back to the other side? You cannot. They can terror shock you. Psyche's gonna go down here, but it's fine. But see, this is what I mean. It gives the Nightwatch an opening. Nightwatch needs to not share here, guys. He needs to not share. He needs to go for a win.
right. Yeah, I'm not so sure why he was so.
Psyche knows. Sorry, Shosho. He knows now, right? He saw
Wait,
the
why take confined space if you're not gonna block the window?
Because
Because the confined space blocks the window with the jump. If you jump the window, it still activates. Confined space still activates like a regular vault. That's why he brings confined space. Isn't that what Nels? What did Nels say?
Yeah, I'm not so sure why he was.
confined space if you're not, so they don't know he has. Why? I mean, why do you bring confined space if you're not
gonna block the window? Because it activates when you jump the window. Confined space still activates.
Wow. I mean, last cipher.
I don't think they saw viability to body block because Nightwatch could easily down them both. No. Listen, this is the reason why you body block is because Merc can take 2 hits. Merc can body block 1 hit and then he can keep body blocking for another 15 seconds. And that would have been about enough time for the Cyphers to be primed. Even if it wasn't, then he shares the other survivor and they just pop the Cypher anyway, because at that point they would be primed. If Merc body blocks, Merc can also body block 1 hit and then leave. And then Merc would go down, but then Joggy would get away and kite longer. And then Merc would just die away from Joggy as well. And then he wouldn't be able to share Merc because he died away. So there's a lot of ways they can play it. So body blocking there is 100% the correct play. I don't know why they stopped. I get what you mean, but they definitely need to body block. He actually has no detention, which I get it. I get he's trying to play like really aggressive early game by having no detention and having confined space and insolence instead, but you have to have detention because now you just get screwed in the end game here. Confined is good on Nightwatch, yeah.
This is the worst place to vacuum someone, right? Like, yeah, I mean,
he has no bars and no ability, so Merc can kite for a while here.
And that's the bad thing about not having detention, because you see, like.
Yeah, I gotta stop speaking too early. Merc should have not thrown the pallet. Just camp the pallet. You need to camp the pallet here. Guys, when you're cutting Nightwatch, you need to stay at this pallet, wait for him to start using the wind ability, and just stand in the pallet.
That's the bad thing about not having detention, because you see, like, bro, oh my god, beautiful pull. Wow.
Confined space of Nightwatch is nasty, yeah, for sure.
So he's just gonna hit back for entomologist. Mercenary will continue opening that gate. Psyche's gate has been opened, so will entomologist make it? It seems to be, and he'll be going back for the mercenary. And it seems to be that it will be a tie situation for YHB, which means that YHB will be winning with a 2-0 against Python.
Yeah, I mean you can see see this long area is definitely not good.
Vault the pallet back? No, you don't have enough time to vault the pallet back. Then Night Watch would just suck. Because everyone would just do that, you know?
It doesn't matter if he goes down, right? Like what you said.
Everyone would just do that.
With the 2 survivors out, it's gonna be a draw for YHB, and honestly.
And YHB wins here. I always go confined attention on Night Watch with Blink. Insolence is really good too because full presence Night Watch is so good as well. So I don't know. Let's go look at the new hunters. Let's look at the new hunters. A video of the new hunter. He could have crawled in Juniper Kite's attention. Well, the thing is, in that situation, they only needed a tie to win the series. So playing for a tie there is perfectly fine. Guys, what's the new hunter called? What's the new hunter called? The name of the Sangria? Or what's the character? Not the characters, but like the what's the actual name? I feel like Night Watch would have hit Merc before the heal could get off. Your hair is very Justin Bieber today. Yeah. Opera singer. Background story. Do we have any gameplays? Here we go. China gameplay.
Twinings.
Okay. So. Okay, so she's zooming. Okay, so she puts the shadows down. Guys, do the shadows go against the wall? Is that what it is? The shadows go against the wall. Is that what the ability is? So he goes against the wall. She's fast while she's in the shadows. Okay. Oh wait, what? Wait, what? This is literally just Geisha, right? Like, is this not just Geisha? I feel like her hitbox is going to be really bad. It's an odd choice that our skills have nothing to do with music at all, and they went full Phantom of the Opera instead. She makes shadow areas spawn by themselves. She has speed boost in the shadows. Okay. Shadows are predetermined. What is she doing? Okay. So yeah, the shadows spawn around the walls here. So she can use a dash. She can use the shadows to get fast here. What the fuck is that speed boost, bruh? I mean, I get her hitbox is going to be bad. Obviously, her hitbox is going to be bad if she has that kind of speed. If it's a similar type of character to Geisha, then a hitbox is going to be bad. That makes sense. Oh, wait. Hold on. Look at this speed. Yeah, it's kind of insane. And she can dash like that. Just gonna blink. Doesn't take the portal. Wait. Oh my god, dude. This is annoying. She tries to break the portal but misses because the hitbox is so small. Yeah, her hitbox, I can tell her hitbox is trash just based off of that swing right there. It's like Geisha Spider, yeah. Yeah, she has good chase. But what about map pressure? Like, can she get around the map quickly like Night Watch and Geisha can? Or does she just have good chase? Like, does she only have chase? Like, I get this is I get she has no camping abilities, right? It's like a Geisha style hunter. Okay, she can dash here, and she can get speed boost in the shadow. Guys, how is this an opera singer? Like, what does this have to do with opera singing? I don't get it. Like, the hunter is opera singer, right? But her ability is literally just, like, running around in the shadow. Oh, I see. Full presence. Why does my thing keep doing that? That's so annoying. I'm trying to go back 5 seconds. So, full presence, she can throw a shadow. So full presence, she gets really fast. She has good mobility. That's pretty good. Why did he flywheel? She just gave it on the portal. So so 1,000 presence is she has the dash. That's pretty damn good. What? What the... Guys, what was that? What is that? What is that ability? What is that? That's cracked. Ginger should counter this type of hunter, by the way. Unless she just runs into her. That's a waste of a stun. Guys, what is that? They made her a shadow hunter. Phantom of the Opera singer. Okay, I see. That's full presence. That's cracked. What's the cooldown? Wait. 15 seconds? 15 seconds. How is this hunter not like S tier? I guess like no. This is like Night Watch. This is literally Night Watch level. This hunter is Night Watch level. It's just bad hitbox, but it's Night Watch level. Guys, that's broken. I wonder what a charge attack is like. Okay, it's trash, yeah. I mean, that's reasonable. I understand. It's going to be similar to Geisha. She's marked at 2.5 difficulty. Yeah, improved Night Watch. It's like Night Watch and Geisha. It's sort of like Night Watch and Geisha. I feel like this is like literally like a combination of Night Watch and Geisha. Considering that Night Watch and Geisha are two very good hunters in the meta right now, this sort of hunter is going to be very good in the meta as well. Guys, when she's in this form, can she go through portals or no? Can you not go through portals in this form? When she moves into another shadow, there's a connection. Okay, this hunter's a little bit difficult. It's going to take me a little while to figure this out. I feel like I'll probably end up playing her, though. She seems like the type of hunter I would play. So she can just dash between the shadows. Oh, you can. Okay. What the fuck was that? How do you kite that? Guys, how do you kite that? Guys, you can't kite that. She has weird cooldowns for her dashes. Well, obviously her hitbox is gonna suck. Like, it's harder. They're gonna make it like Geisha. stun? No? Yeah, that's pretty good. I guess the one downside is she can't pallets, right? It's not like Geisha, like she can't go through pallets, right? Guys, her ability, like she can't dash through pallets or anything like that, right? Or windows. Can she dash through pallets or windows or no? I don't think so, right? She has to actually vault them or something. So it's not like, so in that instance, Geisha's better because Geisha can dash. Well, Geisha's not better, but just in that particular situation, she's fast as fuck. So that's cracked. But the biggest downside is that I don't think she can go through pallets or windows, right? I think maps like Lakeshide she's going to struggle with. Yeah, no, she can go around pallets. So basically only God pallets are good against her. So if it's not a God pallet, then she can just go around it really fast. Makes sense. So, I think that she has much more control in mind game than Clerk. I feel like she won't have as much control, but definitely more mind game. Not a God pallet, you die. Okay, yeah, this is pretty good. How to find teammates to play with because I'm tired of randoms. Yeah, honestly, just Discord. Besides that, I'm not really sure what else you could do. Yeah, Clerk's Chase is definitely weaker. Okay, so she's gonna throw a Shadow here. She has dashes, Flywheel, still dead. She's Clown, but better in every single way. She's sort of like a combination of a lot of hunters. Like that, this ability right here is like a Geisha ability. And then she's also sort of like Night Watch in a way, kind of. But then also like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like, at least in NaEu, this hunter will be very good. Because NaEu players are going to have a really hard time kiting a character like this. Like, that's just how it is with NaEu. Like, NaEu players struggle against kiting things like Geisha and Night Watch, so obviously they're going to struggle against kiting hunter like this. Yeah, Shack Palace and Factory is still good. So I imagine we'll see, like, fast pallet breaking speed with her. I feel like fast pallet breaking speed and confined space would be a very good idea for this sort of hunter. Mind's Eye, Little Girl, Freezes, Prospector. What the fuck is this team called? Okay, so fast pallet breaking speed. One Berserker, so you can hit the Rescuer and then probably dash after them, double hit them, and then go for the other Survivor. Fast pallet breaking, trump card, okay. I'm the first person who says she's cracked. Most people I've heard opinions from high tiers or competitive players don't seem to agree much. When you say high tier competitive, specifically who? Actually, maybe don't. I don't know. Okay, Little Girl just runs into her. The reason why, okay, listen, this is why she's good. Okay, so let's think about Night Watch and Geisha. Okay, Night Watch and Geisha have very similar play styles to this sort of hunter, and Night Watch and Geisha are very prevalent in the meta right now. Night Watch and Geisha are very good in this current meta. Night Watch especially, Geisha's good late rounds, Night Watch is good early rounds. Both those hunters are very good. This hunter has very similar play styles to them. So when it comes to competitive tournament gameplay, this hunter should, in theory, be good, right? And because obviously in tournaments you want to go for ties, right? With a hunter with very good chase like this hunter, good chase is very good for tie hunters, right? Hunters with good chase usually are good tie hunters because they can get kills quickly and then get kills quickly end game with the tension and they can tie. So this sort of hunter with both of those things in mind should be strong for a tournament. You have to think about these sort of things, right? I'm not gonna name drop. Yeah, don't name drop. But the value. So that's the value in her, is that she's very similar to Nightwatch and Geisha, which are very strong in the meta right now, and she also has very good chase, which makes her a good tie hunter, and that's why she's good to me. And that's just from watching one gameplay. Yo, Entity, thank you so much for the donation. Good night, man. Good to see you. Hopefully, you have a good sleep. I know it's pretty late where you are, so thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it. It's good to see you, man. What currency is that? I think Vietnamese, right? Her vault animation is a little slow. Geisha's is faster, I think. Geisha's is slightly faster. I don't know what this little girl player is doing, but she's gonna go here into the shadow. She's gonna go here. I guess the little girl kind of counters this character, this hunter. Okay. This little girl player is actually good. She's making weird decisions, but kites well, so I don't know. They're probably gonna fix her bugs. Yeah, they'll probably adjust her. This is just like new. She'll probably have some adjustments for sure. So obviously she can't vault this, so she needs to blink, or she can't like dash it. It's not like a Geisha. It's a weird place. I was gonna say it's a weird place to blink, but she's really fast, so it doesn't even matter. Eli's saying it's late. Where are you as if it's not late where he is? For Entity, it's late. For me, it's late too. Right now, for me, it's 1:05 a.m. Wait until DX picks her. Everyone's going to be like, oh, this hunter's not that good. And then Darkstone plays one tournament match with her, and then everybody's going to play her. Just watch. What's up, Zeus? How's it going, brother? This hunter gonna be abused? Yeah, that's what I think. I think it's pretty good. I guess right here it's hard to kill. Look at how fast she's trying to get the kill without breaking. Why would you vault that? That was pretty clean though. It's because you haven't seen any opera singer players, because she's hard to play, guys. This hunter's actually hard to play. This hunter's not easy to play. Yeah, Thailand, Vietnam is the same time zone. So 1:05 a.m. for us. Because then the amount of other essences announced. Yeah, I guess people are saving for other essences. Also, the other thing is, guys, like, oh, you guys mean why is people not using her because they like didn't save up for essences? I guess yeah, that's probably why. I thought you meant in like China server, Japan server or something. But yeah, definitely in why did they pop the what the fuck? Yo, why what? Who's the priest? The priestess just threw the... Oh, priestess, no. Is she better than Dreamwitch? No. Nightwatch is situational. Nightwatch is not... He's kind of situational, but he's also just really good. Everyone plays her after DX plays her. Actually, facts. Aside from being fast, what makes her difficult? So to me, it has to do with like, obviously, her control with the shadows and using her teleport to teleport around the map is really important. So I feel like her chases is a bit difficult. Because she's fast, you have to utilize her hitbox. It's sort of like Geisha. Geisha's chase is somewhat difficult. You have to utilize her dash between the shadows properly. You have to recognize her hitbox well. I don't know what the priestess is doing. She's emoting after she threw the match. And then also using her shadows to control the map is also pretty important. And I think that takes a degree of skill. He just let the priestess just run to the dungeon. She's just giving it to you. I hate emoters. Okay, we're gonna do tier list. We're gonna do Survivor tier list for this season. What season are we, guys? What season is this? We're gonna do the tier list right now. How many people are watching? Do we have enough people watching? I want to make sure enough people are watching to actually do the tier list. I'll do a tier list and we can still upload it later as a VOD. 86. All right, we're good. Tier list time. Survivor tier list season 27. Season 27. Season 27. Season 27. Why are there so many ads on these? I don't get why there's so many. How do I remove these ads? I don't know. Whatever, it's fine. Okay. Tier list. Here we go. So. Season 27, Survivor tier list. Here we go. Get an ad blocker. How do you get an ad blocker? Okay, so we have S tier, we have A plus. We need a no. Add row below. We need a regular A tier. Why did I just do that? Okay. We need to change the color of one of these. Let's change B tier to blue. We have 2 yellows. Nope, no good. No bueno. Dude, purple looks weird. We'll just do a different blue. Okay. Survivor tier list. Okay, Survivor tier list for season 27. Okay, here we go. It hasn't changed too much since last season. But to start off, do I need D tier? Let's see, D, C, B. Nah, we don't need a D. We'll just go straight into C tier here. We'll go C, B, A plus, and S. Okay, so S tier. Okay, so it's like this. So S tier, obviously the best characters in the game, best early round characters, best bans for hunters, best rank survivors, best tournament characters, etc. A plus, very good tournament, very good rank. Again, pretty much always used, pretty much always banned. A is going to be characters that are usually good in later rounds in tournaments and also very good in rank as well. B tier, very situational later rounds tournaments, and then also decent in rank but not too good. I wouldn't really recommend. Probably only 1 B tier character per rank team. Same with C tier, except C tier is just worse B tier. Okay, got it? Yay. All right. Here we go. So C tier. First character in C tier is We're actually going to just do this on the fly. I think this is actually a better way because we can actually talk about it and sort of analyze this a little bit better so we don't get a lot of people complaining like, oh, these characters suck. Okay, worst character in the game. Nobody hate me for this, but it is the truth. Is Mind's Eye. Mind's Eye is bad. I mean, you guys know Mind's Eye is bad. I probably don't need to explain it. Basically, with Mind's Eye, you have slow vaulting speed. A lot of hunters can just sort of destroy Mind's Eye quickly. Even if you hide as Mind's Eye and you're able to rotate the hunter, they can bring Quenching Effect and Teleport on Mind's Eye. The argument is, oh, I can see through walls. Well, nobody cares. That does nothing. You just vault too slow. This is why a character like Mechanic is better, because Mechanic has got buffs, so she vaults, I think, 15% slow, right? And then if you have the trait, it lets you vault at no debuff, whereas Mind's Eye still vaults slowly. If you don't find Mind's Eye, you probably will. If you kill someone quickly and don't find Mind's Eye, it's probably a tie. If you find Mind's Eye, you lose as survivors. This is how bad Mind's Eye is, guys. Okay? If you find Mind's Eye first, you win as Hunter. You literally just win the game because you kill. Like, you can have the arguments like, oh, I'm good at kiting with Mind's Eye. Well, at that point, wouldn't you be better kiting even better with good kiting characters, right? People, yeah, Arcane Reveals Location too. People, there's a lot of logic. People, this is the Mind's Eye player logic. I'm not meaning to be toxic. It's just the truth. People are like, I kite well with Mind's Eye, but if you play a character like Acrobat, you kite even better. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's sort of the logic. So, okay, I just had to get that. Yeah, we had to get out of the way. Okay, next character is bada bing, bada boom. Lucky Guy. Okay, Lucky Guy is bad. Lucky Guy, we actually saw used once in tournament, but I think it was like once the whole year or something. Again, C tier, B tier, we said is very situational characters for late round tournaments and usually not that viable. Honestly, Mind's Eye is just D tier. Like, I'm sorry for all the Mind's Eye players, but like, it's literally just that. No, I guess I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, it's Lucky Guy. The problem with Lucky Guy is if you stop to search chests and stuff, then my mouse stopped on Acrobat for too long. Then the time it takes to search chests, your decoding speed gets slowed down a lot because you're not cipher rushing as fast. And then your flare gun stun is also a lot shorter compared to coordinator, so it's just not as strong. So that's sort of the problem there. It's just overall pretty. Lucky Guy's overall just pretty weak, unfortunately. So next character in C tier is, and the last character, I think there's only 3 in C tier. Where is it? Doctor is bad. The problem with Doctor is, he had a whole tier just for Mind's Eye. The problem with Doctor is that she's okay, so here's the thing with Doctor. She gets a veterans bonus when she gets hit, right? So you want to use that to get a speed boost to get really far away. But then the problem is, if you're doing that, you're not using your heal. A lot of Doctors will take a hit and they'll start to heal right away while the Hunter's in attack recovery. But if you're doing that, you're not getting your veterans bonus. So your abilities are like just counterintuitive, right? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Lawyer is better than Mind's Eye? Yeah, Lawyer is better. Lucky Guy is also very RNG for sure. So that's the problem with Doctor is that, and she's only really good against specific, like, most Hunters will just pressure her fast. Like, you'll take a hit. It's a stationary heal. This is why Barmaid's better, because she can heal while running away, whereas Doctor just can't do that. So Doctor's C tier. She's only good against, like, Photo and Mad Eyes and stuff. Like, it's not really that good. Okay. Moving on to the next tier, which is B tier. The first character. Oh, wait. No, one more character in C tier. Sorry. Hold up. Painter. Last character in C tier is Painter. Painter is not very strong. Like, I've said it before. He's viable late rounds in tournament in very situational spots, but just not very good overall. Not a great ring survivor. Good hunters can easily play around painter. You can just look around the painting, and that's how it goes. Oh, Herman as well. Yeah, doctor's very specific. Absolutely. Random doctors exist. Yeah, barmaid's just better. Psychologist is better for sure. So painter, it's very easy for players to just look around the painting. And even when they don't look around, the painting stun is not even that long compared to a coordinator flare gun. So painter is just not that strong. And you need to see the hunter's face before you can use it anyways. So painter's just not very strong at all. Also random painters, you know. They're just not cutting it. So that's that. Okay, moving on to the next tier, which is B tier. First character in B tier, let's see here, is probably... Gardner. Okay, that's easy. Gardner is, again, very situational, not very good. She's only decent on certain maps where chairs are, like, you can die with tide turn. You can die very far away from rocket chairs. Guys, painter is not good. Painter is not good. I'm so sorry, guys. Like, I know a lot of you guys like painter, but painter is just so weak in high tier. In high tier, painter is just so weak. Yeah, painter is free. Is so easy kill for a lot of hunters. Novelist is worse than painter. No. Novelist is not the... Okay, so the thing with novelist is that novelist is like a guaranteed control, and like novelist can make the hunter actually walk away. So if novelist rescues someone, then uses the ability to like pull the hunter far away and like walk away, you take control for 5 seconds. I think it's 5 seconds for novelist, right? Which is longer than the painter stun. And then also you push the hunter away from the rescued survivor. So novelist helps the survivor rebound so well, whereas painter only his stun is just too short for that. So novelist is actually better for that reason. Novelist can help someone rebound and get them a ton of distance, whereas painter, the distance the painter allows for the survivor is just nowhere near as good. He is fun. Painter is fun. He's just not very strong in competitive situations. Novelist isn't allowed in tournaments because he's too glitchy. Okay, so the next character in B tier is Gardner. And then Gardner is good because... Gardner's not good, but Gardner's situational. Gardner's good on Leo's memory because if you die in the upstairs part of factory on the outside, you can break the chair at the bottom of the stairs, and it's hard for them to get to a chair in time before they struggle free. You can also break the chair in Red Church. If they die on the inside corner of Church, you can break the chair there, and that's pretty good as well. Gardner also used to be good on Hospital, but they added that chair near Hospital, like right outside the entrance to Hospital, and now she's not as good. So she's really only good on like Red Church and Leo's memory. But yeah, overall not too bad. She's decent against Clerk. If you're able to camp a pallet and go for a mind game, the pallet allows you to get a bubble as well, which can absorb a hit. So she's pretty good against Clerk. And yeah, overall Gardner's not too bad. It's just like once her bubble's gone, her kiting is not that good. A lot of hunters, most hunters in the game can pressure you into not allowing you to get your bubble, and it's not that good. Very weak to something like Bonbon as well. So, Painter's painting isn't even a big deal. Yeah, it's only a few seconds. It's not even 45. It's like 45. Yeah, Painter's painting is not very good. Also, hunters can just not look at it. Hunters can literally just not look at it. Like literally, Painter goes for a rescue. Assuming he was able to look at the hunter's face before, he goes for a rescue, puts down the painting. The hunter can literally just change their camera angle and walk away from it. You know, whereas Novelist is guaranteed. But that's why. But Gardner, yeah, is just a low B tier survivor. Okay, next survivor in B tier is. Let's see what we got here. Magician. Next survivor in B tier is Magician. Joggy's not gonna be very happy with that, but Magician's not very good against the current meta. Not too good against Naiad. Not too good against. Not good against Anne. We've seen Anne sort of pick up recently as a good tie hunter. Definitely not good against Anne. Also is not very good against Bonbon as well. Chip Hunter is kind of hard because you can just drop. You can just go for a bunch of bomb chips. And even if you illusion, you could still get hit pretty easily. So Magician's just not very good against that. Choggy's, yeah, not very good against Dream Witch as well. Not even that good against Night Watch unless it's a good map for him. But it depends. Big open maps are hard for Magician to play against Night Watch. Smaller maps are easier. So yeah, so Magician's pretty good, but he's just not good against the current meta, and that's what makes him a B tier survivor. Now watch, can yoink him even when he's illusion? Yeah, for sure. That's another problem. Okay, next survivor B tier is Explorer. Explorer is actually decent. Like, I know you guys are gonna be like, Explorer is good. Explorer is decent, but the biggest issue with Explorer is that he's inconsistent in that sometimes your page spawns really far away. Like, if you play Explorer on a map like Lakeside Village, theoretically that's really good, right? Because like there's a lot of places to hide, which is great, right? But the problem is that what if your page spawns on the other side of the map and you have to go across the entire map to get your page? You lose so much decoding time, right? So that's kind of a problem with Explorer. If your pages spawn really far away, it's really bad. Also, what if your pages spawn near the hunter? Again, not good. I'm sure Clown hasn't been mentioned. Clown's not too bad. We'll get to Clown in a bit. Clown's actually pretty decent. So that's sort of the problem with Explorer is he's inconsistent. If you spawn near your page and it's not near the hunter, then that's great, right? But if you spawn away from your page, or the page spawns near the hunter, that's really bad. He's simultaneously great and terrible at the same time. So he's a little bit luck based, which is not great. And that's what makes him a low B tier survivor. Typically we would have put Lawyer in by now, but Lawyer's actually become pretty good, surprisingly. I think Lawyer is next. Let me just make sure there's nobody else that needs to go in front of Lawyer. Yeah, no. The next survivor in B tier is Lawyer. And Lawyer is honestly, I would have had Lawyer a lot lower, but MX proved to me that Lawyer's pretty good. Lawyer is actually pretty good. Yeah, just the ability to see through walls while kiting is nice. When you take a hit, you get an insane veterans bonus, and you can't get terror shock. So if you have broken windows on Lawyer and you vault a window to get a speed boost, and then would have gotten terror shocked, obviously you won't get terror shocked because you're a Lawyer, but you would have gotten terror shocked. You get the veterans bonus plus the window vaulting bonus, and you make a ton of distance. So against a hunter that struggles against transition kiting, that can be very good. So against a hunter like Geisha, obviously that's going to be very bad. Lawyer's going to suck against a hunter like Geisha. Lawyer sucks against certain hunters. Like, he's going to suck against a hunter like Nightwatch that can close distance. So he's going to be good. Lawyer's very good against something like Clerk, right? Because you can take a hit and make a lot of distance. But against something like against something like Nightwatch, it's not very good. Against something like Geisha, it's not very good. Against Bonbon's pretty good if you make a lot of distance. It really just depends, but against certain hunters, just not very good. Against a hunter like Naiad, not very good. Naiad can just swim and catch up right away. So again, in this current meta, Lure is very bad, but he's actually not bad overall, right? He's not a bad rank survivor necessarily, because he can decode fast, and he can see the hunter is and allow for rotation and whatnot. So Lawyer is not bad, but he's just not very good in this meta, and that's what makes him a B tier survivor. Lawyer is usable because of good command, using him for counter rotation. True. You gotta be a true psycho to play that good with Lawyer. MX is cracked, dude. Okay. Next survivor in B tier is, let's see here, Prisoner. Next survivor in B tier is Prisoner. Okay, so Prisoner is sort of just like a bad composer. He's sort of just like a bad composer. So Prisoner is good against he's not really good against anything. Like, his decoding obviously is not bad, but like, I don't really want to explain Prisoner. Like, it's just so hard for me to explain. Like, but Prisoner's like, his kiting is just not as good as Composer. Composer's just a better version of Prisoner. Like, Prisoner before was decent, right? But Composer is literally just like a better Prisoner. He's a better kiter, has good Cypher Rush. Why would you not just play Composer over Prisoner, right? So Prisoner's gonna need, yeah, Prisoner's very situational, and even then not too great. So his kiting is not really that strong. If you don't have good communication with your teammates, he gets found early. That's really bad. I hate Prisoner in rank. It's so true. Actually, so true. Why is there 2 Embers? I guess for both skins. I don't know. Maybe in case people want to do like a skin tier list. And his decoding bonuses aren't even that good, so it just makes him not too strong overall. Okay, we're gonna try to go through this a little bit quicker, so I don't make you guys lose interest. The next survivor in B tier is Enchantress, and Enchantress is not very good in this meta. She's pretty good against something like Bonbon because of Chip Hunter, but and also against something like Geisha. She's actually pretty decent against Nightwatch. Actually, you know what? Let's hold off on Enchantress for now. She's pretty good against Nightwatch, so we're not gonna use her just yet, or we're not gonna throw her in just yet. She's a little bit higher than that now that I think about it. She's not very good against something like Dream Witch, but she is good against something like Nightwatch, and Geisha. So we'll hold off on Enchantress for a little bit here, and then we'll go next character is Cowboy, and Cowboy is obviously we don't really see Cowboy used in tournaments. He's really only good on like Red Church, kind of, right? And so yeah, so Cowboy is sort of really only good on a map like Red Church in reality. And then kiting wise, hunters like Nightwatch can kill him very easy. His transition kiting against Nightwatch is not good. Nightwatch is very good at chasing Cowboy. Geisha is very good at chasing Cowboy. Drew, which can easily double patroller Cowboy. He's good against kiting Clerk and Bonbon, but that's it. Bad against, he's decent against Naya, but Patience is better. And then he's bad at kiting Nightwatch, and he's bad at kiting against that one hunter that I literally just said, and I'm already forgetting. Geisha. So there you go. Cowboy. Good harasser on Church. Besides that, not too great. Okay. Next hunter in BTR is Novelist. And Novelist, obviously, we don't see in tournaments because Novelist is glitchy on the tournament servers, so they don't allow Nightwatch in tournaments. And so that's why we don't see a lot of Novelist. However, Novelist is pretty decent rescue character. His kiting is not great because if you control the hunter can just walk after, use the Novelist to control the Novelist to walk back into you, and you don't really make distance. But Novelist can be good at supporting rebound kites because the Novelist can go for a rescue, and then you can control the hunter and move them away from the survivor and allow them to rebound kite, and that forces the hunter to change targets to the Novelist. So that's pretty good for survivors. But again, Novelist is not allowed in tournaments because he's very glitchy, and a lot of people don't like to play Novelist anyway. So yeah, Novelist is just sort of mid B tier. Novelist is sort of mid. He's mid. Okay, moving on to the next survivor in BTA is Perfumer. Okay, Perfumer obviously is pretty decent rank survivor, but we actually don't see Cowboy can create distance with his whip. Yeah, but it's very weak against something like Nightwatch. It's very weak against something like Geisha, and a character like Nai can catch up quickly. He could technically kite Naya, but Patient is just a way better version of Cowboy, essentially. So, so against Nightwatch, which is the most common hunter in the game, just is really strong against Cowboy. Okay, next hunter is Perfumer. Next survivor, sorry, is Perfumer. Perfumer is also very situational. She's very good against Bloody Queen. Perfumer is one of the best characters in the game for kiting BQ. So if you know it's going to be a BQ, it's very good to go Perfumer to sort of counter someone's the hunter's Bloody Queen. But the problem is she's very weak against Bonbon Chip Hunters. So very weak against Bonbon and Sculptor. Weak against Patroller Dream Witch. She's weak against What I don't know. What are the hunters in this game? Anne is very weak against Anne. She's good against Geisha, but she's really only good against like Geisha and Bloody Queen. She's not even that good against Night Watch, because if Night Watch goes for the win, you can use Night Watch to pull her close to you, and then she perfumes. You can bait out the perfume, and then the Night Watch can just win. Actually, you won't even use win. You save the win, you bait out the perfume, and then you win after when they're using the perfume, and then you just can hit them. So also Perfumer feeds presence. Yeah, that's also true. So that's not as good as well. No, she's not very good against Night Watch. Because if Night Watch has presence, he baits out the perfume and then he dashes after her. He baits out the perfume and then he walks after her. She goes perfumes back. He just dashes back and hits her. And then if you don't have presence, then you just bait out the perfume and then you just use the wind to sort of not allow her to run too far away and you get a free hit. And the perfume runs out of cooldown. Ripper good? No, Ripper's not that good. So Perfumer is actually not good against Night Watch in reality. But she is good against Geisha, and even Geisha's not great, but she's decent against Geisha, and she's very good against Bloody Queen, but besides that, not too good. Okay, so now we're going to throw an Enchantress into B tier here. Enchantress is the next character in B tier. Enchantress is it's good against characters like Bonbon. Obviously, Chip Hunters feeds presence. Can be good against Night Watch. You can't stop the wind ability and force to put it on cooldown if you go for a single stun. And then also she's good against Geisha as well. So she's actually pretty good against some of the meta hunters. But the problem is she's very weak against some other meta hunters. Like she's not very good against Naiad. She's not very good against Dream Witch. She's not very good against Anne. She's not very good against Bloody Queen, and so on. So if you know what type of hunter, she's not very good against Axeway, which is sort of seen a little bit more play in the meta. So that's why Enchantress is B tier. She's good against some of the meta hunters, but she's also very weak against some of the other ones. Perfumer's so pretty. I think she deserves a buff just for that. Yeah, Perfumer also doesn't provide support. So Enchantress can technically provide support, but Enchantress is very situational. So that's sort of the biggest problem with Enchantress. Let me just make sure there's nobody else that needs to be B tier here. There's a lot of A- or a lot of A tier survivors. Actually, we're gonna do A- and A+. Let me just make sure there's nobody else here that I'm missing. Nope. We're good. All right. Enchantress is a Terra character. Considering Japan's net is Night Watch, Enchantress is quite used there. But Enchantress has always been used in Japan. That's why. And if you see, the Night Watch is also meta in China, and they don't really use Enchantress that much. So that's something you have to consider as well. But that is a good point. I had a great perfumer the other day against the Axeway. Yeah, sometimes you get the good perfumers, and it works out nicely. Okay, next tier, which is A- tier. First survivor in A- tier is... Let me just make sure we do this right. Yeah, that's good. Is LG. So Little Girl is very situational. She's only good, guys. When I put Little Girl at A- tier, I'm not putting it because she's good in rank. Little Girl is not. If you're solo queuing in rank or duo queuing in rank, don't play Little Girl. You only want to play this character if you have a 4-person VC team which you can communicate with, and she's also very situational in tournaments. If you're able to combine with a character like Wildling or Merc, obviously that's very good. But if not, then it's just like it's not good against her. Like she's not good against Geisha because Geisha can easily hit like a Merc or something. Also Anne, not very good against Anne. She's pretty good at kiting against Anne, but not very good against using her combined ability against Anne. So yeah, I think A+ and A- is better than having T tier. Gravekeeper is not B. Gravekeeper is definitely higher. Yeah. But Little Girl is very situational. You need good communication with your teammates. So don't play Little Girl if you're solo queuing or duo queuing in rank. Okay, moving on to the next survivor in A- tier, which is Thief. Actually, Thief is kind of A. Thief is A. Screw it. Not Thief. We'll keep Thief around here a little bit longer. Okay, next survivor in A- tier is, let's see, who do we have? Okay, yeah, next survivor in A- tier is Weeping Clown. So Weeping Clown is actually not bad. Is Clown really that good? So Clown is not bad. He is a bit situational, but he's not bad. Because he's good against something like Clerk. He's very good against Clerk. He's good against transition, Hunters that struggle against transition kiters, right? So he's pretty good against Bonbon if you're able to make distance. He's good against Clerk. Not too good against Nightwatch or Dreamwitch, but he's good late rounds when you could ban those Hunters. And he's just really good against Clerk. That's mainly the reason why Weeping Clown is a viable character. He has good transition kiting abilities. Any character that has good transition kiting abilities is usually a good character. Usually, for the most part. It depends on their actual abilities, but for the most part, it's pretty good. So Weeping Clown has good transitional abilities, and that's what makes him pretty good. It's that simple. He can also stun potentially to waste some time, which can also be game changing to allow for the Cypher Machine to potentially be primed as well. So that's also pretty important. What is that app? This is just an online tier list. If you just search like Identify tier list maker or something, it'll come up. All right. Moving on to the next character in A-, Postman. Postman is obviously his decoding letter is not as strong as it used to be. It's only A tier. I would say it's around an A- tier level. Before Postman was A tier. Now he's an A- tier level. Because his decoding letter is only 10% for both survivors. But the gate opening speed letter is still very good. That can also be very relevant or very important in the meta as well. Just opening gates very fast is just very good. But yeah, besides that, it's just the decoding letter is not as strong as it used to be. A character like Composer is just better now. So yeah, Postman is just an A- tier survivor. Okay, next survivor in A- tier. Let's see here. There's gonna be a lot of A+ characters, guys. I'm just letting you know. A+ is gonna have the most characters for sure. So just keep that in mind. I actually think we're out of A. I think that's all the A- tier for the most part. Oh no, Wildling. Wildling's A-. Okay, the next character in A- tier is Wildling. So Wildling is obviously on Boar. Wildling is very good. It's just an unchaseable character, which allows for rotation, and he's also can't get cut off from a distance if he's on his Boar, so that's very good. So he's just an unchaseable character, which makes him very good as well. He's good against Bloody Queen as well. Yeah, just Weeping Clown's good against Bloody Queen. But yeah, Wildling is just A- because he's unchaseable. Not a great rescuer against a good camping hunter, but overall he's just sort of A-. Because he doesn't have great rescuing abilities, but he can't get cut off, which is nice. He's also an unchaseable character, which makes him good that way. Last character in A- tier is Journalist. Where's Journalist? Here. Okay, Journalist is pretty good. Mech is actually surprisingly very good right now, and we'll get to that in a minute. But Journalist is A- tier. Obviously, she has good rescuing ability. It's hard for her to get stuffed, but her kiting is not too strong. If it's a hunter that can sort of play around the pallet, then it's not a problem for them. Or if it's not a god pallet, the hunter can just go around the pallet. So camping the pallet with Lil Bro is not actually always the best. But also her rescuing is pretty good against camping hunters like Bonbon. So Bonbon may become not as strong with Journalist being allowed. I'm not really sure. So her rescuing is pretty good, but her kiting, she can still get killed relatively quick. So her kiting is not always good against certain hunters. And yeah, she's not good against Dream Witch. She's not that good against Clerk. Actually, she's bad against Clerk because Clerk can just bait the pallet drop very easily and get a free recording. Because you can just break the pallet, get a pallet break recording. And then against characters like Nightwatch, not too great either. Against characters like Geisha can just bait them to drop the little bro to drop the pallet and then dash over the pallet. Nightwatch can just hop over the pallet. So yeah, there's just a lot of ways that Journalist is not good in this meta. So yeah. Yeah, Journalist is not... I mean, A- is strong, guys. A- is not bad at all. It's just like, in this current meta, in a different Hunter meta, definitely she could be A+ tier. But in this current meta, it's not as good. Okay, moving on to the next tier, which is A+ tier. First character in A+ tier is Thief. Because Thief counters Clerk. Thief might be moving down to A- now, actually. Thief's sort of... He's on the verge of A- or A+. We'll leave an A+ for now, because Thief is so annoying to play against. Thief is really annoying to play against, so we'll leave an A+ for now. Thief counters Clerk straight up. She has no counterplay. And then Thief can actually be good against some other hunters as well. Characters that Thief would typically be bad against, like Wax Artist, you can still kite well. You can just stop their wax. There's nothing they can do. So Thief is good. Thief is very good on Red Church. You can put a flashlight at the window, so when the hunter vaults, you can stun them to make distance. You can do it at the graveyard window on Ever Sleeping Town. Any strong window is just very good. You can do it at the upstairs window of Leo's Memory Factory. So Thief can just be very good in general. But yeah. A bit late, what are your thoughts on Journalists using Mini Orpheus as a body block? Yeah, it's fine. Perfectly fine. But obviously sometimes you can still get hit. So you have to be careful. How much does this Survivor annoy me as a hunter? So yeah, Thief is not bad. Counters Clerk and is decent on... He's good on certain maps and is decent against certain hunters. So Thief is so annoying. Thief is actually quite good, though. Okay, next Survivor in A+ tier. I don't want to spend 5 years on this list. It's Gravekeeper. Gravekeeper recently got buffed. He used to be A- tier, but he recently got buffed where the shovel can actually absorb chip hits. Instead of if you get chipped, normally you get knocked out of shovel right away. Now you no longer do that. So that actually makes Gravekeeper pretty good. So again, the biggest issue is Gravy used to be very bad against characters like Bonbon, and now that's no longer an issue. So he doesn't get countered by Bonbon anymore. So Grave just becomes A+ tier. It's just a good stable rescuer overall. First Officer still is a little bit better because he can't get stuffed with the Pocket Watch, whereas Grave potentially could. But Grave is still quite strong in this current meta. Next character in A+ tier is Batter. Batter is good against Nightwatch. Obviously, you can use the ball to turn off the wind. He's good against Geisha. And he can actually be good against Naiad as well. When they pull back the Trident, you can just run out of the water area, and then you can just hit them the Naiad back, and so you can avoid getting hit. And then on top of that, if she goes for a dash, you can hit her back to cancel her dash while she's in swim form. So Batter can be good against those 3 meta hunters in particular. And he's also just a good support character in general, so that definitely makes him A+ tier. Against 3 Thieves once? Yeah, that's pretty bad. Okay. Next Survivor in A+ tier is... Actually, Embalmer's even higher in A+ tier. Next one is... actually, Coordinator. So Coordinator is A+ tier because Coordinator is obviously a very good rescuer against Bonbon. Is very good rescuer against something like Wax Artist. Any hunter that doesn't have like fast mobility, Coordinator is very good because you can shoot, make a lot of distance when kiting, or you can shoot and you can allow the rescued survivor to make a lot of distance. So very good against something like Wax Artist, very good against something like Bonbon. And yeah, not too good against things like Nightwatch or Geisha or Dream Witch, but is also pretty good against Clerk as well. So you do have a lot of options with Coordinator. Coordinator is very good late round. Is good in general. You can just avoid. It's pretty good against NaEu as well. If NaEu tries to poke the Trident, force you to run in the open, you can use Flare Gun to avoid a hit as well. So Coordinator has ways to play against NaEu as well. So definitely, Coordinator is A plus tier survivor. Also has a long extended share time, and vaults windows and pallets 10% faster. So that's also useful. Useful as well. So it's a rescue character. Coordinator is a rescue character that doesn't have a debuff unless someone's on share, which is nice. And then also is very good in a map like Sacred Heart Hospital. You can rescue, shoot, and allow the survivor to transition into hospital and Kai Hospital. So it's pretty good as well. Painter is just bad. I don't know what to tell you. Painter is just really bad, unfortunately, in high tier. I stand by that. I really do. Okay. Next survivor in A plus tier is let's see. Next survivor in A plus tier. Think about this for a second. Entomologist. Actually, you know what? No. Professor. Next survivor in A plus tier is Professor. So Professor has actually become round 1 meta. And the reason why Professor is A plus tier is he's good against a few hunters, and ranker B, because most people are just like, oh, Coordinator's so basic. They think of her like she's basic, but Coordinator is A plus. Coordinator's good character. Coordinator's used in tournaments. It's used in China. It's used in Japan. It's used in NaEu. Coordinator is used everywhere. Coordinator has always been used everywhere. Coordinator has always been a good character. Anyone who puts Coordinator B tier doesn't really understand. It's a good character. Anyways, Professor. Okay, so Professor is has found the way into the meta because Professor is actually good against Night Watch, right? So think about it. Professor actually counters Night Watch because for a few reasons. One, you use the wind ability to pull the Professor close to you, and you just use Professor Scales, which is very good to avoid getting hit, and you can kite it out very easily that way. On top of that, your teammates can also pick up the Scales, which they can use to kite against Night Watch as well. Single hunter like Night Watch is going to struggle against something like Professor. Professor also counters Geisha, so you have Professor to counter Geisha. You can help your teammates counter Geisha as well. Professor is good against Naiad as well, because obviously Naiad swings very fast, but Professor slows down the hunter's swing, so you can instant scale. Your teammates now are not very good at using scales against Naiad because of how fast Naiad's swing is, but Professor is self-can. So Professor's good against Naiad, he's good against Geisha, and he's good against Night Watch. And that's what makes him good, is that he's just good against all those characters, and that's what sort of allowed him to find his way into the current meta. Also, is pretty good against Clerk, too. Yeah, a lot of people are sort of like, oh, I can just bring excitement to counter corner. Well, if they're bringing excitement, then they lose their blink. So, it's not that good for the hunter, unfortunately. Yeah, survivors are really dependent on what hunters are good for the most part. That's sort of how the meta plays out. Is survivors are good depending on what hunters are good, like that. So yeah. Okay, next character in the A plus tier is Toy Merchant. So Merchant is very good on Chinatown, very good on Eversleeping, very good on Moonlit, very good on Lakeside, very good on Lakeside, cracked on Lakeside, very good on Leo's Memory, and pretty good on Sacred Heart Hospital as well. Not good on Church or Arms Factory, but nobody cares. Okay, so Merchant is the best maps for Merchant is Lakeside, Chinatown, and Leo's Memory. So Leo's Memory Merchant's very good because you can put a catapult middle and they can jump on it to jump up the ramp into Factory. She's very good on Lakeside because she can just loop Lakeside Big Boat for so long that there's nothing the hunter can do. And then she's very good on Chinatown because of Hotel, which is the corner building, which you can loop that for a long period of time. Or even the other two-story. If you get on a catapult while you're in the other two-story, you fly so high and you get so much distance. It's insane. So that's why Toy Merchant is very good. On Chinatown, Leo's Memory have been very common meta maps, and that allows Toy Merchant to be very good on those types of maps. Very good against Clerk as well. So Toy Merchant is just a very good character. Toy Merchant is less so dependent on what the hunter is, and more so dependent on what the map is. Okay, next character in A+ tier is... where is it? Okay, so Barmaid A+ tier, obviously, pretty self-explanatory. Barmaid's very good against characters like Clerk and Dream Witch. Pretty good against Naiad as well. Not as good against Nightwatch or Geisha because they can get hits, back-to-back hits relatively fast. But any hunter that takes a while to get 2 hits in a row, Barmaid's going to be good against. So Naiad can sometimes take a while to get 2 hits in a row. You can also use your speed drink to get out of the water zone. Very good against Clerk because once you take the hit, you can pretty much always get your heal off before the Clerk catches up. Very good against Dream Witch because you can just use your heal before they're able to get another patrol or stuff like that. Sorry. So that's what makes Barmaid good. Very good against certain hunters in the current meta. Next character in A+ tier is Composer. Composer I might be putting a little high. He might not actually be this high. But so far from what we've seen of Composer is actually very good. Composer has the ability to be a good kiting, decoding character. The ability to promote Cypher Rush with... I mean, Composer promotes Cypher Rush very well. Composer is very good on maps that have very good, strong kiting areas. Like, some maps have, like, single areas that are very good at kiting. So, like, Lakeside Village Big Boat, or Hotel, which is like the corner building on Chinatown, or Leo's Memory Factory, because you can just play Composer, a good decoded character, and you can throw them in that very good kiting area, and plus they have good kiting abilities, and they can just kite for a long period of time there, and they can 3-cypher kite as a decoded character. And if the hunter doesn't want to chase them because they're in a good kiting area, then they get Cypher Rush because it's a decoded character. So definitely Composer has seen a lot of viability. I might have a bit high. I think you're right. I think Composer is probably more somewhere middle A+ tier. Yeah, I think you're right. Well, Composer is a little bit more mid A+ tier, but Composer is actually quite strong in the meta. And so that's because he just has the potential to kite and promote Cypher Rush. If you don't want to chase him, then you get Cypher Rush. If you do want to chase him, then you got to chase him in a good kiting area, and he's good kiting abilities. So that's why he's A+ tier. But I feel like in Bomber's being forgotten, he's not being forgotten. He's actually the next character. So the next character in A+ tier is Embalmer. Embalmer is very good. If you watch Japan and China, Embalmer is used a lot, especially in Japan. Embalmer is a very strong character in a meta where hunters have become slightly better because of the ban system. The ban system benefits hunters more than anything. Embalmer is very good for securing draws and also for securing extra escapes. Embalmer is a very consistent survivor, is very good in general. On maps like big 2-story maps like Side Village, you can throw him Big Boat, you can throw him Hotel. He's just really good. He's good against Dream Witch. He's good against Clerk. And he's good against good camping hunters with limited mobility. So he's good against things like Wax Artist, Bonbon, Sculptor, stuff like that. RC go round 1 Embalmer. Yeah, so some of the Japan teams will go round 1 Embalmer. Because Embalmer is just it's so hard for hunters to ever win against Embalmer. Because even if you chase Embalmer first, he dies away from Coffin, he coffins back to Big Boat, and then you go back and Big Boat on Lakeside Village or just any good kiting area on any map, you go back and you kill him, it doesn't matter. Because literally, like, nobody goes for rescue, which means the hunter's not getting extra presence, and they can all just continue to push ciphers over and over and over, and the Cypher Rush is so fast. So that's why. Hotel in Chinatown is the building which has a breakable window. Yeah, it's the one that has the really strong pallet, and the 2 really strong pallets, the one downstairs and the one upstairs. And so Embalmer is just very good on certain maps and also just good for securing ties in general. Okay, next character in A+ tier is Entomologist. Obviously, we see Entomologist is just really strong. Has overall just been very good for many reasons. Obviously, it's going to get characters like Geisha. It's going to get characters like Anne, Sculptor, Clerk. Pretty good against Nightwatch if utilized properly. Entomologist is just very good for supporting your teammates' kites, supporting rebound kites. Entomologist is a good kiter in general. It's really self-explanatory, not much to say there. Next character in A+ tier is, I think we're going to go either Prospect or Patient here. Actually, I think Mechanic. Yeah. Next character in A+ tier is Mechanic. So we've seen Mechanic, for some reason, even after Mechanic's doll got nerfed, Mechanic has just become so popular in Japan and even China. Mechanic's Cypher Rush is still insanely fast. The ability just to decode 2 Cypher machines at one time is so hard for hunters to deal with. It's so hard for hunters to deal with. And you can literally just make it so you need 1 less Cypher to win the game, basically. Mechanic's Cypher Rush is just very good. And it's pretty self-explanatory. Just being able to do 2 Cyphers at one time. There's also a lot of nice plays you can set up with Mechanic. For example, if you have a Mercenary and Mechanic on the same team, Mercenary can search a chest and then drop his elbow pads on the chair as he rescues, and Mechanic can grab the elbow pads and use them to rebound kite. And then Mercenary can pick up the bot, and then Mercenary can be the one using the bot to decode. So the Cypher Rush remains intact, and the Mechanic can continue to rebound kite. On top of that, Mechanic does not vault at any debuff, because as long as she has the vaulting trait, as well as her only 15% vaulting decrease, so it becomes 0. So Mechanic is just still good. Mechanic is still good, guys. I promise you. And yeah, next character in A+ is Patient. Patient is very good kiter against, actually, we're going to go Prospector first. Next character is Prospector. So Prospector obviously got nerfed, but he's still good. Obviously, his stuns are not good. His kiting isn't quite as strong as it used to be, but he still has the ability to help survivors struggle free. He still has the ability to waste a lot of time. He still has pretty decent kiting against certain characters. He's pretty good kiter against Nightwatch, which is obviously one of the most common hunters in the game right now. And yeah, if you die in areas far away from chairs like upstairs hotel, this is another character. So Prospector and Antiquarian are very good if the survivor dies in the hotel building on Chinatown. Prospector can help survivors struggle free. He can waste a lot of time for decoding, and good kiter against Nightwatch, A+ tier. Yeah, there's not much Mechanic that can drop Mechanic. Next character in A+ tier is Patient. And Patient is, again, just very good transition kiter. As long as you're able to keep enough distance against Nightwatch, Patient's a good first kiter. He's not good at second kiting Nightwatch, like the second kiter of the game, because Nightwatch already has presence. He can dash to catch up to Patient quickly. But if he doesn't have presence and he only has the wind ability and the fast walk ability, then then Patient's very good because you can just hook and keep making distance, and then that's very strong. On top of that, he's also good on 2-story maps like Chinatown, Ever Sleeping Town. Very good on Leo's Memory because he can hook himself up the ramp into Factory. And yeah, Patient just a very good transition kiter. Also very strong at kiting Clerk, incredibly strong at kiting Clerk, incredibly strong at kiting Bonbon, very good at kiting Sculptor, good at kiting Naiad. If Naiad waters off an area, you can just hook away from it after she pulls back the wait for her to pull back the trident and then hook away. Just very good kiter in general. Okay, next character in A+ tier is I think either Officer or Acrobat. Let me think. Officer is just such a consistent rescuer in this meta. Acrobat's very versatile, but we'll go Acrobat as next. It doesn't really matter. They're both around high A+ tier. Next character in A+ tier is Acrobat. Acrobat is just extremely great kiter, extremely versatile, and just good at kiting most hunters. Good at kiting Dream Witch. Good at kiting. He's not bad at any, like, nothing counters him. Like, he can kite Night Watch, he can kite Geisha, he can kite Dream Witch, he can kite Clerk, he can kite Bloody Queen, kind of, depending on the situation. He can kite Bonbon, Sculptor. Acrobat can kite everything. That's what makes Acrobat so good. He's so versatile. He's literally not weak to anything. So you can just pick Acrobat at any point and he'll be fine, you know? The only character he maybe isn't good against is like Soul Weaver, because Soul Weaver's hella fast. But besides that, like, he's good against just like every character. And yeah, just extremely versatile. Makes him an A+ tier survivor. Not much else to say there. You can use your Red Bomb to help survivors rescue against Bonbon as well, which is very good. What's up, Ginger Jack? How's it going? And Slow Bomb in narrow kiting areas is very good for creating distance. Just extremely versatile. Great character overall. Okay, next character in A+ tier is First Officer. First Officer, just obviously very consistent rescue character. Cannot get stuffed as long as you use your watch, so it makes it guaranteed rescue against Bonbon. Good rescuer against Sculptor, which obviously we don't see Sculptor as much, but still is around occasionally. Yeah, I mean, just a great rescuer overall. Very safe rescuer. Similar to Mercenary, very safe rescuer. Not quite as good in big maps because it's hard for him to get around the map, whereas Mercenary can elbow pad. Officer cannot, but he can still get around the map. He can still rescue very safely. He can rescue twice, which makes it very good. He can rescue once and use his watch for the second rescue because he can absorb it with Tide Turn and still get the save off. So say the Cyber Machine's primed, almost primed, you can use watch to get a second rescue. And that's just very good. Sometimes you can bait them to hit the chair as well because they can't see you necessarily. And yeah, just a very good rescuer, very safe rescuer overall. First Officer is high A+ tier. Next character in A+ tier is Female Dancer. Dancer is really good because against Night Watch. Slow boxes are so hard for Night Watch to deal with. If you put down a slow box and then put a pallet over the slow box, he can jump the pallet over and over, but he's just slowed down so much. It's very easy for Dancer to tight kite Night Watch. Once he has to stop to break the pallet, then he has to stop to break the box. You make a lot of distance. Since he doesn't have presence yet, it's very hard to deal with. You saw in the match we were watching earlier on the stream where we saw the female dancer that Joggy was playing be very good against that Sculptor. And you can see why Dancer is just... Yeah, there's a lot of really good survivors in the meta right now. And you see why Dancer is just very good. Literally, slow box, throw a pallet over the slow box. GG. It's so broken. I mean, it's slow broken. The hunter has to break the pallet very slowly because of the slow box. Then break the slow box. You get so much distance. It's just so good for you as a survivor. So, yeah. Female Dancer, very good supporter, very good kiter. High A+ tier for sure. And the next character in A+ tier and the final character in A+ tier is Psychologist. And Psychologist is almost S tier. It's kind of like right on the verge of S and A+ tier. But Psychologist is just very good. Obviously, again, Psychologist isn't really bad against anything. She can just take 3 hits. That just breaks the game. I mean, any character that can break the game, take more than... can take extra hits like that is just so good. She literally just takes 3 hits, which is very strong. If you play against a thing like Naiad, you just take 3 basic hits as long as you don't get watered. It's a 3-cypher kite. It's just that good. She can heal survivors from across the map. Batter's A+ that he's almost never used in tournaments. It's because he's A+ now. He's gonna start being used in more tournaments, I think. In that he is good against Night Watch. Then once Antiquarian gets auto banned because of the lock-ins in the first round, if you choose Anti in the first round, then you can pick Batter in later rounds. So I think Batter is situational. He's sort of on the verge of A+ and A-, but I think he's definitely an A+. I think he's a bit underrated. But Psychologist is very good because, yeah, just you can take 3 hits, you can heal survivors across the map. Think about it this way. Antiquarian goes to harass, right? But she gets hit while harassing. Well, the Psychologist can heal her and she can still go for a rescue. Or the rescuer can go for a save. Psychologist just heals them and they just go for a second rescue. And you don't lose any Cypher progress because you don't have to trade off Cypher machines. So I personally wouldn't put her on the top of A+. No, I promise you, Psychologist is extremely good in the meta right now. She is always used. She's almost S tier. Like, it's really close. She's either S or A plus. It's one of the two. That's how I promise you. That's how good she is right now. But we'll put her on top of A plus. Yeah, but batter's good against Night Watch. So, yeah. All right, but psychologist, yeah, it's just like a harasser goes to harass. They take a hit while harassing. They get healed. They can save anyways, or she can heal the rescuer, or she can take 3 hits, which makes her a good kiter. Yeah, Japan and Korea use her a lot. China doesn't use her as much, but Japan and Korea use her a lot. Use him a lot. Use batter a lot. And psychologist, but yeah, psychologist is just very good. Okay, moving on to the next tier, which is S tier. First character in S tier is forward. And forward used to be, let me just make sure. Oh, okay, I accidentally just moved Mind's Eye up. Let me just make sure we didn't forget anything here. Yeah. Okay, so moving on to the next tier, which is S tier. First character in S tier is forward. Forward obviously used to be one of the best characters in the game, but Antiquarian is just like better because she has no decoding debuff. But forward is still very good. He does have a decoding debuff, but he's still a very good wrestler. You can stun on chair against characters like Bon Bon. You can harass, very good harassment character. You can stun the hunter while they're after their attack recovery to allow the survivor to make distance. A lot of ways forward can be very good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I shouldn't have to explain forward. Definitely is S tier. He is bottom of S tier, but he's obviously still an S tier survivor. Yeah, so forward. Okay, next character in S tier is Antiquarian. So Antiquarian is not, I think, I'm trying to think of, actually it's Merc. I think it's Merc here. I think we go Merc Anti here. Because Merc you don't necessarily have to pick. So Mercenaries, okay, Mercenaries will be the next one, and then Antiquarian. We're going to do it like, this is actually really tough. This is actually really tough. Yeah, Ford felt pretty bad. He's still S tier, but this is really tough. Anti's just so strong against Night Watch. I think Anti might be number 1. Yeah, we're gonna go like this. Okay, so next character in S tier is Mercenary. Mercenary is obviously the best rescuer in the game. Obviously, he's not like the best character in the game because if you can let him get banned and you can still pick first officer and it's still perfectly fine. But yeah, just a very safe rescuer overall. It's not Hunter can't chase him. Elbow pads are very good. Self-explanatory. Mercenary is incredibly good rescuer. He can save twice as long as it's not a chip hunter. And yeah, Mercenary is S tier survivor, best rescuer in the game. Next character in S tier is Priestess. Priestess is a very good support character. Obviously, in maps like Eversleeping Town, Chinatown, Priestess is very good. The long portal, allowing survivors to escape the hunters in general, is incredibly strong. There's a lot of nice setups you can do with Priestess as long as you have good communication, good support. Priestess combos very well with characters like Barmaid, characters like Dancer, because you can use portals to help the survivors kite to where the Dancer boxes are set up, things like that. So many ways Priestess is good. Not good in Arms Factory, but good on pretty much every other map. Sacred Heart Hospital, Chinatown, Eversleeping Town, etc. People take excitement for Anti alone. Yeah, also Anti is just really good against Night Watch too, so she's we'll get to Anti in a second. Next character in S tier is Seer. Seer obviously still one of the most commonly banned characters in the game. Seer is very good against single hit hunters such as Night Watch, such as Geisha, such as Dreamwitch, such as Clerk, such as literally every hunter in the game except for Bon Bon and like kind of Sculptor, but is still actually pretty good against Sculptor, surprisingly. Seer's not very good at kiting Bon Bon, but besides that, is good against pretty much every other hunter in the meta. Seer's one of the most auto-banned characters in the game. When I say auto-banned, one of the most banned characters. So yeah. And so that's Seer. Yeah, it's definitely more interesting to see a good forward play, I would say, for sure. What's up, Joggy? Joggy, we were just talking about you. Go back and watch the stream a little bit. We were watching the YHB matches. Okay, the final character and the best character in the game in S tier is Antiquarian. Yay! Who would have thought? Antiquarian is extremely versatile, very good. Antiquarian is so versatile, it's insane. Like, Antiquarian's not bad against anything, pretty much, for the most part. Like, she's good against Dream Witch, Clerk, Naiad, Dream Witch, Clerk, Naiad, Night Watch, Geisha. Pretty good against Bonbon. Like, all the meta hunters, basically. She's literally counters all the meta hunters. There's a lot of ways. Oh, you had 190 ping? I thought it was over 200. Okay, I lied, guys. This ping was not over 200. It was 190. But that's still pretty impressive. With the playing on 190 ping is really hard. Yeah, Anti doesn't have a downside if you mess up your harass. And even if you give a free hit as an Antiquarian, Psychologist can still just heal you, and you can still rescue. Like, that's why it's so good, right? So, you know, there's a lot of ways where Antiquarian is just so good. On top of that, there's so many different maps where Antiquarian is broken. Like, if you die in Hotel, upstairs Hotel on Chinatown, in the corner of that area, then the hunter can't even get the survivor to a chair because Antiquarian can harass. You can die inside Church on Red Church. Antiquarian can come. You can die just in corner areas of the map. There's so many corner areas where hunters literally cannot do anything to deal with Antiquarian. Even after Antiquarian's nerf, she is still insanely cracked. Still one of the best survivors in the game. Probably the best based off of this tier list that we have. And she's just a very good kiter, a very good harasser, can rescue. She doesn't have a decoding debuff. With that many abilities, it should be at least a 10% decoding debuff, but it's not. She can flip through the window. She can cancel patroller bites using the flip. Like, it's just so many ways where Antiquarian is just broken. Game-changing. So here's the overall tier list here. This stupid ad is getting in the way, so it's kind of hard to see, but that's not what I meant to do. But anyways, yeah. So that's it. C to S tier. So that's season 27. Survivor tier list. I am going to upload this as a video on YouTube. So if you are watching on YouTube as a YouTube video, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. Have a great day. I'm not ending the stream here. That's just for people who are watching on a YouTube video. But yeah, thanks for watching the video if you do watch this, because I will upload this separately as a video. But yeah. Also would rather chase a forward while Hunter would avoid Anti even after one man eliminated. True. Anti's just so annoying. She's pretty unhealthy for the meta. Yeah, I agree. She has less counterplay than other characters. Let's look at one more opera singer gameplay, and then we'll probably end stream. And then next stream, we're gonna continue to watch NaEu IVT next stream. Control Freak and Giant Claw. Interesting for Giant Claw. Using the shadow ability. She can get around the map so fast, dude. Look at how fast she gets around the map. That's insane. That's actually insane. And that ability cooldown is so short. Look, she gets it back so fast. Like, how do you kite this? I guess you pallet spam. But if you pallet spam, then she can just dash around the pallet and mind game you. So, like, what do you do? I don't get it. Like, how do you deal with this? How do you deal with that? You know, like, that's broken, dude. Cure Gaming. What's up, you? How's it going, dude? Good to see you. Yeah, we'll probably do another stream tomorrow and watch more of the stuff. Okay, so if you do put the 100 tier list at some point, make sure you put Mad Eyes in S. I don't know about that. Aka's kind of cracked, but... Okay, guys, you see the hitbox right there? Look at that hitbox. The hitbox is so bad. Like, that's literally worse than... I feel like that's worse than Geisha, honestly. But it makes sense. Like, she's so fast, and she has such great pressure. Like, you kind of need it to be... Yeah, okay. What do you even do there as a survivor? Like... You literally have to run in the open. Like, you can't even go to certain kiting areas. Like, you have to run in the open. I guess if you throw the pallet down, it's fine. But he didn't throw the pallet down for some reason. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty cracked. Anyways, we'll watch more of that later. It is now 2:19 a.m. for me. You guys can see. Look at me. I kind of look tired, don't I? Maybe. I don't know. Enchantress is pretty good against her, yeah. They'll probably nerf something about her. I don't know. She seems pretty good right now, so I'm not really sure, to be honest. Do you think they'll introduce an element where survivors can get rid of the shadows somehow? Maybe. I feel like that would probably be like a nerf or something for her. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and end stream right here, guys. I'm like really tired now. I got to get going. Thank you guys so much for watching today. That was definitely a fun stream. We'll do more sort of like freestyle streams like this where we like watch video, like watch the gameplays and like watch this other stuff, and we're not necessarily gonna always play. Well, obviously I'll play during the next stream. I haven't set up my capture card on my new computer yet, so that's why we didn't play actually any matches today. But yeah, it's 2:20 a.m. for me. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will drink water for sure. I got some right here, so it's good. Thank you guys so much for watching. Shout out to Entity as well for the donation. Hope you guys have a great day, great night, wherever you are in the world. Peace out for now, guys. And I'll see you all later. Thank you for watching.